It's time for Chivalry 2 with the Tunisian update. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to scream that you like the video. Subscribing's great. Kevin's here. If you're buying the game on the Xbox Store, consider using that affiliate link in the video description. I get a kickback. Do that with any of the games you buy on the Xbox Store. See, I'm really pushing that more now, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It absolutely does.
Yeah. And if you guys missed out on it, there was that sick sponsored video showing this game off on PC, so, you know. Oh, there's a Bible for you. So that's fun too, guys. And I think you can hear Kevin. Yeah, it's all good. Everything's set up properly.
Alright.
Being strong is never wrong!
He was ready for 3 hours. Holy shit!
That messed me up, man.
Dude, did you get hit by that rock?
Yeah, that sent me flying.
Holy! I was not expecting that. Whew. I gotta say though, this game does look really good on PC as well. When I get you know, my new build down the road, I want to do like more PC type builds, showing things off. Wait, is that a bad guy? That is a bad guy.
Didn't you do a PC stream recently, you said?
Okay, this dude just shot like a bunch of stones, and they fell on my head and killed me.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I streamed Left 4 Dead 2.
Awesome.
It was fun. I got a couple other games I want to do PC wise, so we'll get to those. Yeah.
Better get that good Rockle action going for everyone today.
Yeah, I miss Rockle. Like seriously though, you like really shot these like stone things down. I think it's a big stab on Keenan's back. Sorry. Ow. Oh. Looting cube. That'd be good. Cube. Oh, what a weird way to say that. Cube. Cube. It's not cube, it's C-U-B-E. Anyways.
Our defenses are falling. Safeguard
We need to defend the siege weapons, Kevin. Wait, are we pushing them back? Or are they now bringing that forward? You know what's really cool is the night version of this map for deathmatch is pretty awesome.
Oh, it's like on the horses only?
I don't think it's only on the horses, but there's a lot of horseplay on this one now.
Oh, okay. I just thought like the night death matches or something. I think it would be really neat.
If you're just on horseback. Like there's big like charges you can do, like cavalry stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was playing this the one time and I got on it and I got to do like start with the lance sort of thing. It was really neat, yeah.
Or you can kill someone off their horse and steal their horse. That's entertaining.
Yeah.
I love the horseback riding. I was trying it out on PC. You're lucky you have a teammate friend and I don't. Now I'm just a bloody body on the sands. This game is just gorgeous though. Like it legitimately is just beautiful looking.
I love the victory when all their weapons disappeared. It just becomes a hack fest.
Brawling, punching brawling. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to fight into the city though. You know, it was a very quick match. How are you doing on the 2,000 kills achievement? Are you close to that?
I'm gonna check that out right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm 77%.
Oh, you're way ahead of me. Well, I'm 66% and 89 on 1500.
Oh, you're not even at 1500 yet.
Yeah.
You've been kill slacking, Kevin. Kill slacking. We've played this about the same amount of time, haven't we? Maybe not.
Actually, that's a good question.
You know what? I think I can check the Xbox app and see how many hours I have.
I was just doing that.
You were just gonna do that because I'm like,
Yeah, roughly. You have a day 17 hours, it's saying. I have a day 8.
Wow. You need to get killing.
Great, yeah.
Am I using Kevin's internet with a long Ethernet cable? Nah, technically my internet is better, technically, but I wouldn't be able. I don't think I'd be able to stream on your network.
I didn't know everyone was aware of my Sprawling Ethernet cable setup.
No, it's just legendary. What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm debating on maybe doing some archery this tonight on this one.
You should do it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, I've got it. You know, I've done a bit of it, but I'm like, you know, I want to get that achievement. Suicide. I stepped in the shallow water and I did suicide. What? Holy. Okay. But
Holding
like
Emperor Barbarossa there. No, sorry.
Yeah, I guess so. He just keeps throwing the freaking bell thing at me. Ooh, that hurt. Any recommendations for a first-time Switch owner? You picked up a cheap second-hand light. If you're looking for like well-optimized games, anything from Rebellion is very, very well done. You know, the Sniper Elite, the Zombie Army, and I don't know if Strange Brigade's on there, but all of their Switch ports are really, really good. Like the biggest issue though with the Switch is if you've been playing on like Xbox or PlayStation for a few years, or like 5 years or 5+ years, you've basically played every game on the Switch. So it's mostly like you're gonna look at the first party and kind of see what you like. Like obviously Super Mario Odyssey, you know, is a big one that a lot of people love. You got your, I don't think the Mario Party. Oh, there's Mario Party All Stars. That might be something good if you like Mario Party. Mario Kart, that one's still huge. They're doing a new seasonal thing with like they're adding 50 maps or something like that, 30 to 50 maps or some crazy number. So like Mario Kart's an easy one to suggest, and it's got like an insane amount of players. Animal Crossing New Horizons is really good. That one I would highly recommend. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't.
That's crazy to think. You know, you got like some games that I like that aren't getting any maps at all. I understand totally different games, but for jokes that Mario Kart is getting 50 more maps, whoa.
Dude, you have no idea how many people bought Mario Kart.
Sure.
Let me look this up. Mario Kart 8 sales. How many copies did Mario Kart 8? It sold over 50 million copies.
I just know if you're on a date with a gal and you mentioned video games and she doesn't really play, she probably still plays Mario Kart.
Oh, I hated that so much. I was at a gal's house and it's like, you know, obviously she knew I played games. And she's like, we've got the Switch and Mario Kart. And I was just like, yeah, I bet you do.
Right? You know?
I play adult games. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, the guys that were at that place, they were all like blown away. They're like, so you get the games for free? I was like, yeah, because I was reviewing Days Gone at the time. And they're like, did you get God of War? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, whoa, hold on to this guy. And I was just like, okay.
Hold on. That's the selling quality. This guy gets God of War for free. That's awesome.
This is very funny. And then as I mentioned, I get like Netflix, or well, I was getting Netflix for free, and they're like, what? And I was like, yeah. Needless to say, I have a lot of great qualities. Oh my god, the building's falling down. I love the destruction of this. Anyways. Yeah, I hope that helps. I'm gonna look it up on my phone, some of my Switch reviews, and then I'll be able to recommend some more stuff for you. Master Chief's rear end thing hasn't been funny since day one. Well, the people demand it, so we put it down there. If you haven't caught on, I really do not give a damn about the polls during the live streams. So you get what you get.
If you don't think it's funny, vote for something else.
Yeah, seriously. It's like the #1 voted thing, like half the time through the week. It's ridiculous.
Is it the #1 voted?
About half the time through the week.
Man.
Yeah. Anyways. You missed Laurie? I bet you did, sweet Laurie. Oh no, you missed Kevin. Okay, there we go. What's up? Just answering the call of chivalry. You know how it is. And Kevin's here.
Hey.
Defend the bridge. This map is gorgeous. Oh man, this is a pretty map. You know, like, I know they work under Tripwire, but freaking hell, man. If Xbox could, like, buy the Chivalry devs and make this, like, first party, that would be sick. Like, imagine if they had the budget to do, like, a campaign or something with this. Oh,
That would be really cool.
I think
They have a
it'd
heck
be
of a
great.
storyline. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore for this game. Oh, I'm on the cavalry. Are you on the cavalry charge?
No, I didn't get it.
Ah, this is sick. I love the horses. I'm deserting. Dun, 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 dun. It was worth the wait, Kevin.
Yeah?
For the whole season, it was worth the wait.
That's pretty cool. I just saw a guy on a horse with a crossbow. I'd love to get on like a horse with a bow.
Yeah, you could do all kinds of things. I got knocked off my horse. Oh, that's not good. I'm gorgeous. Oh, sure, Larry. Let's see. Just trying to look up all my Switch reviews, see what's cool on there. A lot of people like Metroid Dread. I was kind of like, eh.
The bridge is almost lost.
See, like, the thing is, for the Switch, I kind of look at it being like, oh, they're re-releasing a game I've already played somewhere else. I can do a really lazy review on it. That's really how I see the Switch.
Just an extra review device.
I really do. It's just easy extra views for things I've already played, legitimately. And I'm kind of hoping that the next Nintendo console is like backwards compatible, so I could do what I do with like the Series X and just like show, you know, different games running on the newer hardware. I really hope that's a thing. Nintendo doesn't like doing that, but you know, that horse just fell over and died, Kevin. Oh, damn it.
I can't remember who said it, but I love the idea of like DayZ on the Switch.
Oh yeah, that's what I always say that.
That you said, yeah, like I think that would be just hilarious to try to see.
I think it would be terrible, and I would love doing videos on it, because I'd just be like, because it barely runs on, you know, the stuff
On
right
Xbox, yeah, right?
but just imagine on the Switch. Because they've got, they have Vigor on there. And I don't know if they turned off crossplay, but it had crossplay with Xbox. And, ooh, man, that was rough. Oh.
I would be quite disappointed to play a shooter game and get dominated by some guy on a Switch.
On the Switch. That would be sad, because the internet and stuff on there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm legitimately looking through all the Switch reviews I've done, and it's like, to try to find something really cool to recommend, and I am not really getting a whole lot that I'm like, ooh, kind of on. The BioShock ports were surprisingly decent. I will say that. The BioShock ports on Switch were surprisingly okay. If you like, you know, 720 sub P, but you know, they were okay. And I think the Borderlands ports were okay too, because I did videos on that. I would not suggest the Outer Wilds. It ran like absolute garbage on the Switch.
I just like completely flashed back, but I remember way back in the day, I swear I played an NHL 2K game on the Switch before.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. NHL 2K stopped in 7?
Or maybe not a Switch, but like a little like, I don't know, some
like a
handheld
Wii.
device. Man.
Or a mobile.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Overwatch was pretty good on the Switch. Hat in Time is also good. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm really scrolling through my Switch history here. Yeah. I think that's about the end of the suggestions I have for you. Mostly lean into first party if you're buying stuff on the Switch. How was my day? It was so exciting. It was just like, whoa, that horse took out that other guy on that horse. That was cool. What did I do today?
You did the Chestamere thing.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay, that was my big thing today. I think I sat there and I worked on some stuff in the morning, and then I was like, that's my team that I keep stabbing in the back. His name's Banana Bread. Let's think about this. I was like, I'm gonna go and get some gas at Costco. So I waited in line for like a half hour, and people were cutting in front of me. They are the scum of the earth. And then I went to Opa, and I think this is the first time I was disappointed a little bit in Opa, because my fries were like kind of a little burnt. There weren't too many of them. Is my guy doing like a weird... Anyways, this screen was crazy. And then, yeah, and they increased the price, I think, of my peanut meal by like $2, it looked like. But then I took it to Chestamere, and I sat by the lake and ate it, and it was nice and lovely. And then I went for a walk and finished the Pokemon Go challenges that just popped up. And, yeah, it was fun. That was it. That was the extent of my day. It was a real adventure. Am I going to review Dead or Alive 5? Did I do that one? I don't know if I'm going to do 5. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming, and I did 6. No, I haven't done 5. I don't know if I have plans to do 5, but, you know, eventually, when I run out of more and more games, I'll probably get to 5 someday. Yeah. So, you know, stay tuned, I guess. Isn't that the funny thing, Kevin? It's just like eventually I'll just be like, you know, I'll get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's actually, like, I've got a lot of videos scheduled, and I've been working a lot on different things. Yeah. That's exciting. Like, there's lots in the pipeline for videos that I've been working on. Trying to get those really stacked up for a long time so I can sit there and meander. Yeah, I've got a video for Cloona coming out soon, so look forward to that. The 25th anniversary of Cloona. You know, that beloved classic. Yo, did they add UI in the bottom right corner that tells you about, like, the sword you have and, like, the health, like, that you have bandages? Did you notice that?
Not that I've seen. In that bottom left corner there?
The bottom right corner. See how it shows bandages and stuff? That wasn't there before. At least I never had that. Anyways, it's that time of the stream where I'm like, hey yo, like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. You get cool perks like the emotes to use in the chat on live streams and on regular videos. And if we get more members without losing members, we unlock the Sky Shrug emote, which is pretty exciting. And I say behind the scenes stuff. You know, it's pretty cool being a member. What can I say? Lots of cool things. And alternatively, the Patreon option. If you're buying the game on the Xbox store, use that affiliate link in the video description. Same with any game you buy on Xbox for anything or whatever. Streaming daily. Kevin's here.
Hey.
If you like the written word, gamerheadquarters.com. There's stuff that's written there. I'm writing again. It's nice. How was Kevin's? What did you do today, Kevin?
What did I do? Not a whole lot. Yeah, just a day off, so kind of just hung out. Was gonna go see Thor, but didn't end up doing that.
Oh.
I've heard nothing positive about that movie so far, which is really sad.
It's weird. You know, like, usually
I thought
Thor's
it's like
beloved.
Thor. Yeah, you know, like, really likable, one of the original characters they brought out.
I think it's the fatigue, Kevin. It's settling in.
Right?
It's weird. Usually I would do, you know, I'd go, usually my sister and I would watch all the Marvel movies. Like, you know, we'll go together and we'll watch the Thursday preview. I don't even think we've had a chat about wanting to go watch Thor, which is weird. Because that's usually one of our favorite of the bunch. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit strange. I think the fatigue is real and it's coming.
Oh, it's interesting, because, like, I heard nothing but positive things about Spider-Man. I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi.
The tide for Spider-Man is turning a little bit, and people are starting to realize it's not that great of a movie if you get rid of all your nostalgia. I don't know if you've seen that at all, but there's been some discussion online that I've noticed a bit of a trend change.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder, like, there's kind of that attitude on the internet, especially, where like, oh, one guy doesn't like it, so everyone doesn't like it.
Yeah,
you know,
that could be it. But I mean, if you do really think about that movie and you strip away all your little nostalgia spots,
it's not that complex.
It's a pretty tame film, right?
I have to watch it again, man. I don't know. I'm still on that super high point. I love Goblin and Parker fighting there the whole time. Defoe's awesome.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna have to look at my settings because it bothers me having the view at the bottom of the screen.
That's funny. I still, like, that was, like, what, last year or the year before Shang-Chi? But that was awesome. I even just rewatched that one with Becky. And that fight on the bus has to be maybe one of my favorite Marvel fights.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty sleek.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, it's weird, because like with Doctor Strange, I didn't mind that movie, and I know we're always hyping up Raimi, but I almost feel like I would have liked it more if it wasn't so Raimi. Well, actually, I don't know that I could say that. There was some scenes that it was almost so exaggerated Evil Dead style, but like, at the same time, I really liked the horror elements he was doing, and like, I wish there was more of that.
Was he wasn't allowed to make it fully Raimi.
Yeah, like that could very well be it, right?
You know, it felt like every time there was a Raimi moment, it was like kind of Kevin Feige sitting there over his shoulder being like, ring it back in, man, rein it back in. You know, it's the constantly he's like, but this is really spooky. Be like, no. That's just
because I'm thinking about it. Some of the horror elements were the coolest stuff, like with Xavier when he's like reaching into that one
the bunker
of Wanda's mind, in the bunker, and then freaky dead Wanda comes through and snaps his neck. Like, I almost got chills thinking about it. That was really cool.
The subway, or not the subway,
the
underground bunker, I think was like one of my favorite parts, where she's just like chasing them, and it's just like this relentless kind of scary thing. But see, that's like the thing, is like, for me, I felt like some of the best parts were when I saw Raimi doing his signature shots, his signature moments, and every time one would show up, it felt really cut short, and it would just go into another generic Marvel setup.
Well, like, me and Becky were talking, though, and she made a point, like, their little fight with, like, using the piano music was cheese, but
that was cool.
I kind of wrote...
It was cool.
Yeah, I kind of wrote it off as, like, you know, they use energies to create magic, so therefore they were using the energy of sound itself or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I really did think it was cheesy. It was fun, but it was really, really cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, it almost felt like it wasn't a Doctor Strange movie.
It was almost the most different out of all the Marvel movies, eh? Like,
I'd say it was a Wanda movie almost.
It was actually almost a Wanda movie. But I'm just thinking, like, I don't remember any of the Marvel movies attempting anything that out there.
No.
And it had its horror elements, which was really
if they
neat.
fully embraced that.
That's what I'm wondering. Almost, yeah, I kind of think maybe they should just went for broke with it. But with Thor, which I still want to go see, but now I'm worried. I still haven't seen the new Matrix. I'm terrified. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's meh." Yeah, exactly, right? Like, and that's really sad. Like, I was literally talking about how, like, me and Riley were like promising each other we were gonna go see it in theaters, and then we just kind of like, yeah, like. That's all I'm left with is don't watch it. And I don't want that to be like Marvel movies now, because like I want to go see Thor, but now I'm scared.
Yeah, you know, I'm terrified because the conversation is less positive.
Well, I had one buddy say that he wasn't too big on the humor they were doing, but without seeing the movie, I have no clue what that means. You know, like
everything I read is Thor is like a real dumbass in this movie. Like a real, just like complete dumbass. So, that's interesting. Do I know
this guy's waving a chair? Sorry.
What?
This guy picked up a chair and went at some guy. Like,
that's awesome. There's chairs you can pick up? I haven't thrown a chair at anybody yet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I believe Scorn is only going to be digital. It might get a physical release in some places, but not to my knowledge. Yo, our library is getting messed.
Yeah.
This place is aflame. Is there any books or bookshelves that are not on fire?
I'm just gonna say, Masons seem like the bad guys in this one without knowing the lore. They literally came here and destroyed artifacts that I think look like those things they like the Egyptians or Greeks had for astrology. They're literally burning down a library right now.
Well, from what I understand in the lore, the two factions have been fighting, and then this third faction, the Tunisians, have started actually coming from the south. So I believe this is more of a bending off the territory and then striking back, if that makes sense.
Okay, oh, it's interesting.
It's all your perspective, right? But that's kind of what I was reading, was kind of like, they're like, who the hell are these guys?
It's...
and then both factions are like having to fight them. You're basically doing a two-front war now, right?
Yeah.
Get your ass back here.
How is this game doing? I kind of like the point you made with Hell, at least, that as long as you're getting updates, it must be
if you're getting
well
updates,
enough.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
And they just launched on Steam, so I think they're doing good. I think it's going well. Have I seen...
I'm rooting for it.
Westworld. I watched bits of Westworld, but Season 2 really lost me. So I stopped with Westworld. And we're moved up Sea of Thieves. It's going to be tomorrow now that we're doing with Joel.
Yeah.
Yar. So that should be fun. I cater to Joel's adjustments of the day. See, that's what I do, guys. I'm very, very friendly and open to adjust things for others. I am actually hoping I get to do Frisbee this week, though. I was so choked, Kevin. No Ultimate Frisbee last week.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh. To be fair, it was that night, where the hail and everything. Remember that night?
Yeah,
Twister. But it does give me something to do, going out and doing Frisbee. Oh, there's a chair! Oh, I picked up the chair. Do I throw the chair?
Mess someone up with
do I
the
hit
chair.
people with it? Should I push it at someone, or should I throw it? Oh, you can oh my god, this is so cool! Yeah, this guy just keeps hitting me before I can, he just keeps interrupting my chair. Oh, I killed him with the chair, Kevin! I killed him with the chair. And they burned our library.
I'm out of here.
Glad you loved the stream. You finished The Boys? Lots of people like that one. But I'm very excited for Sea of Thieves. Assuming everything goes right. But keep in mind that we'll be starting earlier, guys. Because Joel lives a regular life.
My girlfriend told me or whatever.
Always bringing up the fact you got a gal, Kevin. Oh, no, just kidding.
I was just, I don't know, it's kind of relevant or whatever, that I got home from work the one day, and she's like, oh, I started watching The Boys, and I couldn't help but think, yeah, you and everybody else,
It's
I haven't
big
seen
thing right
it,
now.
but yeah.
I was debating starting that one, because I've heard so many things about it. This isn't part of this update. Oh, we're in the Tunisian playlist updates. This isn't a map from that. Whatever. I mean, I kind of know what happens, because I would read about it on Twitter and on the Reddit.
Okay.
So I already kind of know the gist of this last season, but I still think it's pretty good. They have you can go watch the trailer for it where they make fun of the Avengers Endgame. They make a fake in-universe movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're making fun of Endgame. It's just hilarious. He's hyping us up. I want to be the dude that hypes everyone up. I've never gone to
Yeah.
Taxes on our labors. I ask you once again to rise up and proclaim no more.
Listen to this dude run. Did you see
that
what?
going? Yeah.
What? How did he do that? Okay, why am I on foot and other people are on horses? This is ridiculous. Oh, that's why this is part of the Tunisian update, is because they add horses to this one.
This is okay.
Yeah. this game so much. Imagine this bad boy on Game Pass.
I want to see that. I think that would be awesome. Because, like, that's what I'm wondering about it. I really like this game, but I don't know anyone other than you and me who plays it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've tried to get people into it.
Yeah.
I always do the selling point. I'm like, it's Battlefield, but like, you know, with knights, it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Like, visually, it's just gorgeous. Anyways, I want Xbox to buy them. Let me get Chivalry 3 with like a campaign, and it'd just be like freaking awesome and epic. Oh, are you excited for the big Game Pass releases this week, Evan?
What's coming out this week?
You haven't heard about the legendary game that's coming out this week to Game Pass?
Negative, no.
My good friend and personal pal and colleague, Peppa Pig, is coming to Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
My friend Peppa Pig. Game
I think that was
of
yesterday. Game of the Yeah, man, I think that was yesterday you came in and you're like, dude, Peppa Pig, you know.
Peppa Pig. We've been talking about this for a long time. True next-gen game. My friend Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig, this is when next gen begins.
This is what we've been racing towards. This is next gen gaming, but it's like that one, Power Wash Sim, which is gonna be a funny video, and Escape Academy, which is what I want to get you to do a stream with. I'm still waiting to hear back if we get a code early, so we can maybe check it out ahead of time. But like, you know, it's escape rooms.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you just, I think it's like 3-player co-op, and you do a bunch of escape rooms. It looks like a blast.
Is it like escape room simulator, or is it like
Kinda, yeah.
dire situation? Okay.
Yeah, you just kind of go and you do these like, you know, but it's like a game world, and you go and do these escape rooms. It looks really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Peppa Pig. Let's see some comments. Okay. Oh, I think your gal was talking about the season. Oh, only 3 episodes into the season. Girlfriend flex. That's funny. What did Kevin think of the Kenobi finale?
I liked it. I don't know. I kind of liked the show. I thought it was funny because, like, I got a bunch of, like, really hardcore Star Wars friends. Even the one friend that, like, even works on the show. He does, like, visual things or something. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, like, they're all so hardcore of it, and I really liked it, and I was like, huh, I would love, like, a season 2 of it, or something like that. Like, I kind of don't want it to end. There was such a hype up for Obi-Wan, and now, like, I feel like it's just over out of nowhere. It came and went. And it was so neat to see all these, like, really hardcore fans all of a sudden, like, no, that was perfect. That's all we need. It's like, what? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like you could squeeze in one more season of him, like, helping to starting the rebellion or something. But, yeah, I liked it.
There you have it. They gotta put this on Game Pass. I mean, it'd be cool if they did. When's the road trip? I'll squeeze that in too. I think it's what's it called? Road 96 or something. I'll squeeze that in as a stream. Don't worry, it'll get in there. I don't know when it'll get in here, but it'll. I'll squeeze that in. Yeah, your gal says she's really hooked on the boys.
She's really hooked on the boys? That's fine.
Oh, I get it. You guys are talking about Invincible and other stuff like that. Invincible, I watched a bit of that one. That was actually kind of interesting.
The cartoon or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost kind of ruined it for me because I went and looked up the whole storyline, but man, is that really neat.
It's a very interesting concept.
But yeah, like a really like a take on like an evil Superman sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like really cool.
Really quite neat, that one.
Yeah.
Show. I don't know. All I know is for gaming, it's been so goddamn quiet recently. I was
very quiet.
I was at the Costco gas, and the guy that does the pumps there always seems to remember me. I don't know why I'm so memorable to people. Kind of not a great thing if I ever, like, you know, needed to be incognito or escape into the crowd, but like, yeah, you know, he was talking to me, and he's just like, you know, what's new for gaming? I'm like, absolutely nothing. He's like, yep, the same thought, absolutely nothing. But he's got like a Rust server that he runs and stuff.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Hey, he does it on PC, gets some donations and stuff. I was like, oh, nice, awesome. And it's a PvE one, so it's like friendly. I should ask what the dude's server and stuff was. I mean, I don't do Rust because, yeah, it's not my thing. But like, yeah, so it's always nice just to chat with him. I mean, I would have sat there and chatted with him more, but you know how people are at the gas pumps. Ooh,
That's fun. Yeah.
death become you there. But no, it was nice actually having a little mini conversations with some people. How's Kevin liking the Costco life?
Oh, they're all aware of it. That's awesome.
Yeah, this, you know, your life is completely just publicized.
Why not, man? Why not?
Yeah. Holy man, that
not
dude!
bad.
Sorry, you took my head off with a lance.
Oh no, yeah.
With the lance.
With the lance, that's awesome.
Oh.
Kind of neat if you could like Battlefield 1, like impale someone and carry him for a minute or something.
He just cleanly just swatted my head off. Go ahead.
Your head. That's awesome. No, I don't know. I've enjoyed it. I've only worked a few days so far, but yeah, I don't know. Really easy work. It's not bad.
There you have it, guys.
Yeah.
Kevin will be an expert of the wines by the end of the year.
It's funny because like the way the job works, you're really only on like one section unless someone's on their break. So like, I don't know like their flavors and all that, obviously, but I kind of already remember some of them. You know, like.
Did you see the conundrum?
Might not take long. Yes.
You like my conundrum?
Yeah.
I haven't tried the white conundrum, but the red conundrum I love. But new game is there? There's not much coming out this year. Because I was hard pressed to think, you know, a few streams ago, what is Xbox releasing this year? And the only thing we could come up with is that Grounded is getting a full release in the fall. That's it. That's all they're putting out this year. Like from first party, it's really sad. But then someone, Filet was like, well, you know, if they, you know, what about Overwatch 2 and Call of Duty or whatever? And I was like, well, if they buy them, I guess technically that would count.
That's a couple games. Like Overwatch 2 is not too far away, is it?
October 4th, and then
October. Okay,
Modern Warfare 2 is late October. But I mean, the idea is like they don't own, you know, Activision Blizzard yet.
Like first party releases sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's just like basically the only first party game they have this whole year coming out is Grounded, and it's, you know, that game's been out for years. It's just fully releasing now, so
yeah.
It's just kind of sad. But, you know, PlayStation, they had Horizon Forbidden West, they had Gran Turismo, they got God of War coming, they've got, you know, they got the games. It's just like, what the hell, Xbox? All these studios, and we have absolutely nothing. And I was reading about GoldenEye today.
Oh yeah, how's that come?
Yeah, they're talking about it. The one leaker, I'm gonna have to actually see who it was. I think it might be just Jeff Grubb or like Jez or something, one of those guys. But they're like, yeah, it's still delayed because of the war with Russia or something. And I'm just like, that doesn't really seem logical anymore.
Does it have anything to do with like Ukraine development or anything, or
not really? I mean, the bad guys are the Russians, but I don't. It just like seems like an excuse, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like an easy thing, you'd be like, oh, it's the war that's causing that, but it's like, really? I don't know, that seems a little silly, right? At least to me. And then apparently the team's working on the 1 vs 100 reboot for Xbox that got cancelled or moved or something, or somebody new's handling it. Did you play 1 vs 100 on the 360?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was a neat experience. You would get together with your pals and you would do like trivia and stuff, and you would win like Microsoft points and things.
Huh.
That actually might be.
I think I heard of that one.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think I've heard of that one before though, like back in the day.
Yeah, it was a big thing on the 360. Yeah. Everybody would get together. You'd be in a big party with your pals, and you would do the. You do the trivia, and it was like what, once a night for a week or something, or one night a week, and you would come in and all do it. And it was just like a little event that everybody got together for. So Although I don't know why Xbox couldn't just make their own game show. I don't know why you'd have to call it 1 vs 100 and, you know, pay to license that TV show name, but... I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, that'd be kind of a fun, relaxed stream night. It's just like, you know, doing trivia and everything with everyone. You're glad Kevin likes it. That's nice. It's good that Kevin has this nice little Costco life job. You know what else is nice, Kevin?
Liking the stream.
Liking the stream.
Subscribing's
great. Donations cool. Consider becoming channel member. You know, unlock cool emotes and stuff. It's mostly the emotes I want to unlock. That's the biggest thing there. Alternatively, the Patreon option. Stream it all the time. Lots of fun. Too much fun? That's what some people say. Well, no, they don't. I say that, and some people are like, is it too much fun? And I go, I don't know.
You tell us. No, it's...
Someone said it was like, what was the quote? Adequate background noise.
Adequate. That's funny.
Well, I'm gonna work on the website for the channel. And I want to get some like testimonials, and I just love the idea of that. Adequate background noise.
Background noise, yeah.
But go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, for new game releases coming out, it is funny that, like, I don't know, maybe this is just my little gaming group, but it's hard to get a game that everyone agrees on right now, you know, because there's, like, games we all have, but some people are tired of, and there's some games that, you know, people like, but it's not necessarily their genre. But, like, yeah,
too many friends, Kevin.
I do have a lot, but, like, there's, like... And we all play together, so I could see where that's an issue. But I don't know. That's where we ended up on Siege, because like that seems to be like one of the few games I can convince everybody that okay, let's go play this like we used to. You know, it would be nice to get one super huge. Everybody's crazy for this one again. You know, yeah.
Golden.
Cool, right?
Tenosian spotted out in the dunes.
Yeah.
You should have pushed harder to get everybody into Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is interesting. I've played that one a lot. I don't know. It is still a good time. It's...
So you guys have already burned out of it.
Yeah.
So we're attacking the red guys, right?
Oh, I'm searching for a match right now. Are you in a match? Yeah.
I'm fighting on this. We're stopping a convoy right now.
That's so weird.
I will, I guess, back out and pick you up. Or...
I'm sitting here wondering. Yeah, it says I'm still searching for a match.
How does this? Okay, I will leave and I will invite you.
Okay.
Were you in the battle on the?
I was in that last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, we were doing the big charge, and yeah, I kind of assumed you were there. So was Airsoft really banned in Canada?
Not yet.
Yeah, it will be.
No, it won't.
I'm gonna push for it so that Kevin has more time for streaming.
Gets you up there lobbying that I think it's the worst thing ever.
How could you let these people practice with fake guns? Because you know eventually these are the types of people that are going to use real guns. I won't stand for it in my safe Canada. You must be coddled.
I would love that skit, just me sitting at home shaking my TV, that son of a bitch. No.
He's got one hell of a statement.
Yes.
The raising of Uscan deer.
That's funny.
The monster.
Ooh, we're on the boats this time.
I bet that would sway people too.
I'm pretty sure if there's a speech about it, that's roughly what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Man, this level is so good looking. Should we go back into regular rotation after another couple of things of this?
Yeah, sure. It is neat though. I haven't like played these maps hardly at all. It's just the one time I jumped on, and I think I got this map once.
Okay, because I was just like, I don't know how bored you would be of it, because I don't know how much like you put in on this one.
Yeah.
Because I did like a few cycles of stuff on PC for like footage, but yeah, no, they still feel pretty fresh. We didn't even get to do. I want us to do the other one where you get to fight through the carpet market and stuff. It's so cool looking. Gorgeous levels. Wow. Freaking. Whoa. It's got an axe on that horse and cut off my hand. Water guns are gonna be banned. Nah, I don't think the water gun lobbyists would allow that.
The water gun lobbyists. Big water gun money. That's fine.
I don't think Hasbro is gonna allow that. Doesn't Hasbro own like Nerf and the water guns and stuff or something?
Do they?
I don't know.
I heard that was on the table too, though. It's kind of funny.
We used to do Toy Fair. I had one guy that would cover Toy Fair because he lived near New York. And if you guys don't know what Toy Fair is, it is the biggest toy event in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like a carnival or just like showing off a bunch of toys sort of thing?
It's like E3, but for toys. It's the E3 of toys. And he used to go, like my guy that would go there, he would go and we got invited to do the Lego breakfast. You get to look at all the new Lego stuff before it comes out, like really, really early sneak peeks. And then, you know, they got like the Mattel plays. And I think there was one company we couldn't get, which always bothered me. I want to say it was Mattel because they were very elitist. Like they were very top tier. No, and I think it was a huge deal. Like Mattel would like close off their booth, and it was like invite only to get into the booth. Like other booths, you could just like go in and visit and stuff. But like I think Mattel, you had to get invited, and I don't think we got into Mattel, but we got everybody else. We were able to do everyone else. And I think the last year he was supposed to go before our like friendship, quote unquote, totally fell apart. Like literally the week of the show, and he totally screwed me over on that one. I think we actually got into Mattel, and I was so disappointed that we didn't get connected. But yeah, anyways. Toy industry. I always had the idea that it would be fun to go, but it's super expensive to go, like New York and stuff, right? Super, super expensive. But if you live there, you drive, and it doesn't really cost you.
Yeah.
But you would get... Because I remember he would go and he'd get like a bunch of like, you know, they give you free toys and stuff, and you get contacts. You go to these trade shows. We used to go to E3 to build contacts, like to network and connect with people. And that's what you would do, because you know, if you're not big in that industry, that's, you know, you would send somebody to go to that event, and that's how you would get into that industry, is you would make that personal connection. Because that's what I did at E3. That's what I did at CS, and you know, I kind of don't really like CS. I think I still would need to go to more because, you know, I need to reconnect with contacts due to, you know, COVID. Like gaming wise, I'm set. I don't need to go to another E3 for connecting or networking. I don't need to at all. There would be like zero networking benefit, but like,
yeah,
you know, if you wanted to get into the toy industry for like covering toys, you would go to Toy Fair so that you could get the contacts, you do the personal connection with the PR people. Same with, I sent him to do PAX Unplugged, which was the board game kind of convention. And he got like a few $100s in board games, and he did like no coverage with them. It was a huge business.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting to be like a big like board game reviewer or something.
I keep trying to get into it, but it's really hard to break into that industry. I want to try doing some board game reviews on the channel for video stuff. Like we were supposed to kickstart that with Joelle covering the Call to Arms, but she's been really, really busy, so she hasn't gotten that done yet. But eventually that will happen, guys. Because, you know, that would be kind of cool doing board game reviews. But the big issue with board games is you need other people.
Yeah.
Which is a huge freaking problem, you know.
That would be neat, though. You could just like record a session of like you and some friends playing a board game and just edit out like anything you didn't like, take the highlights sort of thing, I imagine. Yeah,
that was kind of... Well, the idea was we would do board game live streams at some point down the road I'd like to do, but... You know, doing the board game reviews even be easier. You just play it with some pals, and then you do shots of it and talk about it. It wouldn't be too hard to do, but that's something to test out when Joelle does the Call to Arms. Is going to be my test of that. Yeah, but you know, they're very different industries, and again, board games, because I think, you know, board games they're physical, right? So it costs a lot more for the companies to send them out and everything. The only good partner I've had for that one was what the hell are they called? I will have to look this up because they are actually a really good company to work with, and I should message them again at some point. No, seriously, they're really good.
No, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. What do they make? They make like Sparkle Kitty and stuff. Go to the board games.
I was just thinking, I don't know why I've never considered that, but yeah, that's a big difference between like reviewing something physical you have to like actually mail out, yada yada, wait for time to receive, as opposed to like say with video games now or like movies or TV shows digitally. Yeah, boom,
Instant.
a couple seconds. Yeah, yeah. Literally.
Breaking Games is the company that I work with on board games. They send me a lot to review, and other companies have been really hard to break into. But yeah, that company's really good to work with. And I did get a bunch of, at one point, to review, and this was back in 2019, was the... What Do You Meme? I got a bunch of that to review. That was fun. And similar games they did. So it just depends on the company, and yeah. But board games a lot harder to get into. But I think if I leverage the video stuff for that, that could be potentially a new thing. But it really, it's going to be testing the interest of people and that kind of thing. Because, they're games, but they're not quite the same as video games. And it's it's got to be a smaller market with probably a smaller group of people like testing that out, right? Yeah. I had to imagine, yeah. I know, the idea of doing live stream board game nights would be fun. Someday, guys. Someday. And, yeah, that was one of the... What was the other streams we wanted to do at some point? I want to do a nature stream. I think I'll do that this summer. I'll go on, like, a walk and do, like, a nature stream. But that kept getting delayed because I had all this other stuff I needed to do, and the weather was crappy. But there was board game stream nights, and did you remember what the other thing was, Kevin? I could have sworn there was like another one.
Off the top of my head, huh?
I don't know. Something. It's something. So anyways, that was something in the class, but I've long wanted to get to the point where I can do that as a stream. But someday, perhaps. Ooh, man, I am on fire and getting stabbed. Can you send Call of Duty World War II Gold Edition link? Sure, Stu. I can, just for you. But I gotta log in on this thing. What's that? Call of Duty World War II? Watch how fast I can, like, just summon this thing. And Gold Edition. Deserting the battlefield. You spawned me here. Deserting. Do you think we're gonna save the library, Kevin?
Not for 4 minutes.
Not for 4. You gotta believe. There we go. Bam. So I sent him the link. Am I going to use my GoPro for the stream? The GoPro's for filming. I don't know how the streaming would work on that. I would just use my phone and I'd be able to stream 4K 60 from what I understand over my network. Did Kevin play The Quarry? I don't believe so.
Not yet.
No. Yeah, we need to do the that horror game.
Yeah, you were saying that one.
House of Ashes. We were supposed to do that a while ago. We should do it ahead of the new one coming out, and then we could request to get the new one.
Sure.
Yeah, because it was a season of different anthology games, and the finale is coming up. I don't know when. Does anybody have the date for that? But yeah, the finale is releasing. But I keep hearing House of Ashes is really good, so.
I keep catching fire when I walk through these bookcases.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man.
Alright,
Don't let literature put you aflame. Get your ass back here. No. Am I oh, okay, we already answered that one. And Call of Duty 3.
Ooh.
I love that game so much.
Yeah, and in your review, eh? You went back, replayed it, just as cool as you remember?
Yeah. I want to do like a stream of... Well, I was actually thinking of doing a stream of like each of the different COD campaigns. But I think that one would be a blast.
That was really cool. You play as the Canadians in that one. Because that's like, what? Like 2006 when that came out, right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to think a huge, like, franchise like COD, even back in 2006, that's for this thing. Just really kind of neat.
Well, you know, COD wasn't the juggernaut that it is once COD 4 came out.
I thought it was still huge, though, was it not?
Oh, it was definitely a big title of the day, but like it wasn't like COD 4 was just a like, you know, that made Call of Duty basically. Ow.
That'd be funny if we won this, because I couldn't find the last bookshelf.
Yeah. Well, you know, you were saying not 4 minutes, but you know, 40 seconds left, you know. Double kill.
So what books did you save from the Great Library? Well, we got a couple coloring books.
A couple color. It was the ones where they drew outside of the lines.
Yeah. Really.
God. Seriously though, how do you get the achievement for 50 kills in a match though?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. What do you know? We did for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Sucks to suck for you, Kevin, thinking
Yeah,
couldn't make that happen.
That's why I'm not the general, am I right?
Yes. Victory! Got him. Thanks, Stu, for using the links. I always appreciate that. I'm excited for God of War. It'll be a fun review. Same as Spider-Man in August on PC. That's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be a big video.
A new Spider-Man game?
No. Marvel's Spider-Man, the PS4, PS5 game, is coming to PC.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that one's gonna be a pretty big view thing. Like, yeah. Do I think Spider-Man 2 will be more popular than Starfield? No. Okay, I think you guys underestimate how big of a goddamn deal like Bethesda like RPG games are. What's good? Just answering the call of Chivalry, but like you know Skyrim is like one of the top selling games of all time. You know, like Spider-Man 2, like Spider-Man 1 sold a ton of copies for one platform. But you gotta remember, like Spider-Man 2, I believe is only gonna be on the PS5. I don't know. I hope it's not a cross-gen title. But like, you know, it's going to be on one limited platform. Starfield is going to be on next-gen Series X, Series S, and on PC. It's going to sell freaking crazy. It's going to be huge. Seriously, like, it's going to be a goddamn juggernaut, that game. Hello there from India.
Do you think there's a chance that the internet itself could kill that, though? Just get a couple of, like, big, like, streamers or something up there going, oh, this is, like, Cyberpunk 2.0.
Maybe. I don't know. I almost think Starfield's too big to fail.
Yeah? Like, I want to be positive about it. Like, I want to play it, right? I'm just wondering.
We'll see when we get to the date when it's coming. But I do legitimately think when people get their hands on Starfield that it's just going to be like that first time people played Skyrim. I mean, dude, they've wanted to make this game for 25 years. Like, there's been a lot of thought behind, you know, hell, the one game that I was playing, the Colonia or whatever, I was celebrating its 25th anniversary this year.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've been thinking about Starfield for 25 years, there's, you know...
Well, why would they have done nothing before it if it's 25 years of like, thought process, right?
I guess the technology wasn't there. I don't know, man. All I know is Todd Howard's probably been sitting there with Pete Hines being like, God damn it, I want to do Skyrim in space. Be like, it's not time yet, man. It's not time yet.
It's not time.
He keeps coming back. I don't want to do Oblivion. I don't want to do Skyrim. We gotta keep the doors open, Todd Howard. I want to make Starfield. And then there was a time where Pete Hines was like, Xbox is gonna buy us. Can we do Starfield? He's like, yes, Todd Howard. We can do Starfield.
Imagine that was the big selling point. No.
Yeah. I just, like, I really think this is gonna be, like, just their big... I'm betting high on it. Yeah. I mean, you can see the gameplay of it, Kevin. You can see if you like it or not, but to me, I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing. You get like 1,000 planets. Think how many streams and videos I can do with 1,000 planets.
It just doesn't sound right, though.
What?
1,000 planets? Like, what are they gonna be? Little mini bubbles? Like
no, full places.
Like full play? Like
full
what? Like a Skyrim size map? Like 1,000 plus planets? I don't know, man. It sounds too much.
Well, it's procedurally generated, and then the artists go and they touch it up.
That would truly be like a next-gen achievement, though, man. Like, if you could pull that off, like, I'm sure gaming's gonna be really crazy.
I don't think they would do it if they don't think they can make it work.
Yeah.
Like, when has Bethesda ever given us an RPG with like an empty world, right?
Yeah.
I know somebody will be like, oh, Fallout 76, but, like, that world was, you know, pretty great. Like, the map of Fallout 76, minus, you know, lacking NPCs, but, like, that world was really awesome.
Well, the map was good. I like your point that, you know, it's not a bad game now, and there is a ton of people who do enjoy that one.
Yeah, it's a pretty big, like, game. It's actually...
Yeah.
You know, it's actually gotten a lot of foothold. They keep updating it. I'm very excited for the pit. We're going to have a blast with the pit.
Yeah, that should be really fun.
But, you know what I mean, though, with Bethesda, if they didn't think they could pull that off, they wouldn't be doing it, right?
Go, go, go!
But we'll have to see when the game comes out, too. I'm trying to fight this guy on horseback. It's very awkward. I got knocked off my horse! You monster. But you know what's really monstrous, Kevin?
Not liking the stream.
Not liking the stream. Subscribing's great, donations, cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks like the emotes and stuff like that. Lots of fun. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Yeah. Has Kevin seen Evil West? I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Everybody keeps talking about it. They're very excited. It's like a shooter type thing coming out.
Is it?
Oh, freaking hell. Spider-Man game 2023, which I believe the Doctor Strange game isn't real. That was a fake rumor. There's no Doctor Strange game coming. But yeah, I do believe Spider-Man 2 is 23 or 24. We don't have an official release date on that yet, though.
That's gotta be one of the biggest misses ever, though, in like gaming history. The lack of like superhero games that came out for like the hype of MCU.
When you think about it, though, you know, Marvel's Avengers, not well received, not good sales. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, very well received, super well received, not very good sales. So, you know, for something as big as Marvel, it's surprising that they haven't been able to successfully capitalize on that. But I think the biggest issue was the complete lack of games while the MCU was at its peak, right?
Kind of my thought on it. I don't know, the Guardians, I haven't played all the way through it, even though I really should. It was really interesting what I did play, but like, I think that one kind of got burnt because of how Avengers went.
Yeah, that one, and I don't think any of the marketing or anything was very good for it, in my opinion. I think that really... Because I didn't think it was going to be very good. I remember installing it, getting ready to play it, and I was like, this game... Oh, I got shot off the horse by a ballista. And I was like, oh, this game is going to be so... Like, I have no expectations for it. I don't think it's going to be very good. And then I started playing it, and I was like, holy was I wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Because like,
pleasant surprise.
sorry, because like with Avengers, I got that one right away. I was really enjoying it, and that's where I was really shocked to like see a couple people like, oh, I haven't even tried it yet, and it's like, why? Like the storyline, which we've agreed, like, is amazing.
Storyline is amazing.
Like, yeah.
I think people were expecting more like multiplayer and long-term content to play. I think that was the biggest issue.
Yeah.
But if you play the
It's
campaign,
interesting.
just the campaign, and you like, say, okay, I'm done with the game, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, if you exactly, right? It wasn't bad. I heard a lot of complaints at first, though I don't know if that's the consensus, but that it wasn't open world.
Yeah.
That people wanted like
everybody wants
free
everything
roaming.
to be open world. Gets
That was it,
exhausting.
but like there was the one thing I saw where it's like, oh well, you don't get to like roam around New York, and I kind of like the argument. This is just something I saw like when it first came out, but like I kind of like the argument of like, well, it's Avengers, right? Like, why would like Thor just be flying around through New York helping people?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Which kind of bums me out that, sorry to interject here, but there was this Marvel game that was out on Xbox One that they shut down. That was like a MMO kind of thing. What the hell was that called? Oh, the internet just shut right off yesterday, Liam. It just cut right out the whole network. And I was just like, oh. How's the game so far? Oh, Chivalry 2 is a must buy. We've played this thoroughly. It is a must buy. I think that's fair to say, right, Kevin?
Oh, I love this game. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's not so far. You should pick this up. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. It was like Marvel Heroes or something. MMO. Yeah, okay, so it was Marvel Heroes Omega. It was a free-to-play Marvel game where you get to play as, like, they had, like, everybody in it. And you just work as, like, a squad kind of doing it. It was similar to Ultimate Alliance, kind of. Think of that, but like an MMO.
Yeah.
And you could go around, like, different city areas, doing little side missions and helping people and stuff. It was kind of neat. I wish they didn't shut it down.
Ultimate Alliance is amazing. It's sad you can't get that one anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I keep trying to find a buddy that bought it digitally, but nobody did. So I could do a video of it running on Series X, because I think that would be huge, but yeah, nobody.
It was so cool. It had its own storylines were amazing. And then I even remember there was a little bit where you could like do like an individual like little mission for each character, and it was something out of the comics. Like, really, like, not mentioned enough game. But I'm just, I've mentioned it before, but I think if they made an Iron Man game, I think he's the most, like, switchable hero you could do. Well, I'm picturing, when did they do it?
360. For it to coincide with the first movie.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. I'd like to see how that is.
Iron Man,
you never hear about it.
Fly around. I don't think it was very good.
No, okay. I'm just picturing like something to compete with Spider-Man. If you did like a through New York and maybe even like I don't know how the rights would work, but like tell Xbox to have it that you're Tony Stark and he is exactly like Spider-Man, but only but you're flying around and you get out of your suit and be rich. I don't know. Maybe you take pictures with people and stuff. Like, I don't know.
That's the problem though. Is nobody wants to pay for that. Because I guess the word was back in the day that Marvel went to Xbox and PlayStation, and Xbox said no to doing Marvel games.
That's really sad.
Nobody wanted to put the money in on it because it was so expensive. But PlayStation took a chance and it paid off hugely. It was a Marvel Heroes Omega. Yeah, just like I said, that's what it is. The graphics look good. Oh, just wait till you get to a sun map in this game. Like the night map looks nice, but when you get to a sun level, if you weren't watching the stream earlier, this is a pretty game. this is like, we're even only playing the new update maps, which they added quite a few. The biggest update ever. But like, this isn't even the full, kind of scope of the game. Like, this is just a small piece of it. And if you're buying it on Steam, check out the Steam video I did so that we get views. They're not too disappointed by everything. Anyways, Spider-Man PS5 fan or God of War fan? Well, Spider-Man's my favorite character for like, superheroes and stuff. So Huh. So you're basically asking, do you like God of War or do you like Spider-Man more? I would say I have a lot more of a long-term connection with Spider-Man, so I would put my interest more in Spider-Man in comparison to God of War, but that God of War game was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was genuinely mind-blowing. Yeah. Boy. The father-son dynamics just absolutely hit the mark for me. God, you know, I kind of wish that Marvel game was still around, Kevin, because we could have done, like, streams of it. Microsoft was a publisher?
Yeah.
Wow. But they had, like, everyone in it. Like, you could be, like, Blade, you could be Captain Marvel, you could be the X-Men, you could be the... You know, they had everybody in it.
See, that's super cool.
Yeah. All the heroes. I wouldn't say it was, like, a great game, but it was fun. I worked through it all. I think Dr. Doom was the big bad guy. You know, because he had to go fight the
Dr.
villains.
Doom, yeah. That's the one thing I keep hearing about the MCU or whatever, when they're like, oh, well, what storyline would you like to see next? A lot of people bring up Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Assuming the MCU keeps kicking.
Wipe this mess and stand off our land.
So this is the map we just did, but now it's during the day and it's actual full conquest, where we were just doing that as like a death match. So I think if we finish this level, we should maybe go to regular rotation.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just kind of like the way that worked out. I don't know, my head canon almost seems like there was a night raid before this assault.
Makes sense. Soften up the fences a little bit.
Yeah.
Crap, what team are we? Yellow or are we... Oh, red's back us. Okay. And it might sound weird, guys, because this is just a multiplayer fighting game, but there's actually like a really deep lore behind the conflicts that are going on in this.
There's a whole conflict, like, lore section where it, like, breaks down everything that happened in the last game, like, key characters and stuff like that.
It is surprisingly in-depth.
I really appreciate that. I don't know why, like, it's all, like, make-believe stuff, right? But I really like in, like, fighter games or shooters, like, feeling like you're a part of something.
Yeah, bigger universe.
Yeah.
Well, just,
I feel like that's...
Think of it like this. This company gets bought by like Xbox or something, and they get the full budget to do whatever the hell they want. And they take this multiplayer, they make a great new multiplayer expansion, you know, say they double the player size, they go up to 128 players like Battlefield did. And then they do a campaign. Like, wouldn't that be just crazy to get something that dives into, like, you know, you could almost do like a split campaign where it's like you play as Agatha and then you play as what the hell's the other one? What's the other faction? Agatha and
The Masons?
The Masons, yeah. And you just, like, you know, you could do two factions where it's the different perspectives, being like, you know, Agatha, they're like, oh, the Masons are monsters, or when you're on the Masons, the Agatha's monsters, because both factions suck, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
There's not a good and a bad side. Both of the factions do some terrible things.
Yeah.
But it would just be really cool to see them, like, get the budget to, like, make, like, a full, crazy, lore-filled campaign for this. Like, they might be able to do some great stuff. Bonjour, Matt. Hello there. Xbox should make a Daredevil game. I don't know how exciting a full Daredevil game would be. I always hear people want Xbox to make, like, a Hulk game. That I don't quite get.
Yeah. I haven't played a good Hulk game in forever. Actually, wasn't there the one Hulk game based off the movie where you're running around in that desert area and, like, throwing around, like, Abrams tanks and all that?
I think on, like, the original Xbox. There was also a 360 Hulk game, but I don't remember it being very good. But people are like, you know, PlayStation has Spider-Man, we need the Hulk. And I'm just like, is it because he's green? He's not really, like...
Because he's green?
I wouldn't put the Hulk at the level of a character like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of other characters you could do that I think would make for much more interesting stories.
Daredevil would be alright. He's kind of one of the smaller heroes, though, no?
He's a little niche.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have, like, a Blade.
Blade? Oh, God.
Yeah, that would be a little That could be interesting if you do it like all mature like and stuff. I don't know. It would be neat. A Jessica Jones game. Where you like it's more like a detective noir thriller. You know, not really like a superhero violence kind of thing, but you get what I'm saying, where you're going around doing like kind of figuring out private eye stuff.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, but it's probably not
Just
the
a
superhero
bunch of
game
heroes
you
that
want.
want.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta click
Yeah.
around, do photos, and there's probably gonna be like an overall story arc that's deeper than what's going on, and you gotta do that right. I don't know. Just kind of crossed my mind. If you're doing a Daredevil game, you might as well do it the Defenders, right? Where you get the Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Colleen as like a group. I think that would be more interesting than just a Daredevil game. You know what I always thought was weird? For the Guardians game, people would constantly complain that you couldn't play as all the characters. I didn't understand that, why you needed to. So when you
That's
see
kind of funny. It almost seems like a complaint that like why wasn't it more like the Avengers game?
yeah, why wasn't it more
in the
like the
end?
Avengers game?
Yeah.
But like they're telling a story from a set perspective. You know, it's Peter Quill's story. You know, that's the whole heart of the story is him and his connection to these people. And like to, you know, oh, we should just be able to switch to any of the characters. It's like, why? You control them anyways. You tell them what they're doing. I just like I really, because it would just completely change the story dynamic. It doesn't make any logical sense why they would do that. This guy's body's glitched out. Okay. So he's stuck on a ballista, and his ballista was stuck in one of our teammates' feet. And as our teammate was walking, the guy's dead body hanging on the ballista was getting like flung around on the sand. Oh, that was funny. How the hell did he get a horse out of it? Damn. A Gambit game? Will I be playing the Hot Wheels DLC on stream? Yeah, I think so. I think I will do a stream for the Horizon, or for Forza Horizon Hot Wheels. I was debating on doing like a review or just a stream, but I think a stream would be good. Yes, you can cut off people's heads in this game and then throw them at people. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
You can also kill people with bread. There's an achievement for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that one. And you can pick up like what else can you do? Like fish and anvils and rocks, like rockle here.
You can throw a chair.
Chairs.
You know,
all kinds of crap, right?
Yeah.
I love this game so much.
Those catapults hitting me are hilarious, though.
Oh, the catapult hits? People go like flying, like it's crazy. What would you do in a Gambit game? You play too much Mordhau. A lot of people say Mordhau in comparison to this. No, Kevin and I aren't fighting. I don't think we were ever really fighting. That's funny.
No.
Sorry,
No.
You're just working on different things and you know, not doing stuff. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to fight in the carpet market. Yes, I love all the different colors and stuff. It looks crazy. Did you know you can get on top of the
It's actually
carpets?
funny you bring that up. I start running into this really neat looking like purple area.
Yeah. All the colors and like seriously, you get on top of the carpets and you can like pick stuff up on the top and like throw it down at people. It's hilarious. Got a bottle here. Yeah, I would rather have my sword than a bottle though. It's like an area. I think right over here. Yeah, there's like a bell and you can like pick it up and like throw it at people that are below you. And it's a teammate. Can't really jump with the bell. I'm kind of locked here. Throw that over that way. Got like a wheel. This game is ridiculous. I love it.
It's funny, you know, because like this game, I feel like the overall tone of the game is kind of, you know, serious. Like it takes itself like seriously, but there's
It's
so
super
many
serious.
like, yeah, but there's so many funny things like you're pointing out. You know, like you're throwing heads and fish and stuff at people. Like, it's
I've got
a
a
really
chair right
good
now.
combination. You know, I think at least.
I mean, you could in real life try to kill someone with a chair.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure.
Oh, shit. Death by bread.
Yeah, the bread one I think is a little more of a reach. I don't know, maybe if you dried it out to this like rock like piece of bread or something.
Hit him enough. I just clubbed a guy with a sundial. That's a new one.
That's awesome.
You can get a two-handed mallet? What? That's crazy.
Kind of neat if you could pick up like a gong or something, you know, hit someone, boom.
They have a bell.
That's funny.
You ever thrown a bell at somebody?
No, I haven't. Does it ring when you hit them?
It makes like a thud kind of sound. Like a bong sort of thing. Just throwing random items at people. The screams are hilarious. Oh yeah, have you done the screams with the Tunisians?
Yeah, I love that.
There's some jokes I could make, but I just don't think they would be appropriate at all. But yeah, I love it. It's so, like, I mean, it's a new faction, right? Like,
yeah,
it's just really interesting because, you know, again, guys, like Agatha and the Masons are very like European,
yeah,
kind of areas, and then this is obviously like what, Middle Eastern and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's really, really well done and awesome. I love the new locations, the new theme. Do you think there's like a northern faction?
I was almost wondering if they were gonna do something like that, throw in like more of like a farther East Asian culture sort of thing, you know?
They could
something,
do that.
yeah.
Like
Have them kind of ride in out of nowhere.
Oh man, that would be awesome. I was thinking the north maybe be like Russia or something like that, but no, I like the idea of like the Oriental kind of thing almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be really cool. I would love that because you could do some really different like map designs. Because I mean, guys, like this is like one update. This like the sand maps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it looks completely different from all the other maps in the game. Because the other ones, again, very European-esque, right? Very medieval.
Yes. Yeah.
But this is, you know, I love this level. It looks so cool. The visuals, the palm trees, the ambience is fantastic. Are we bringing in cannons?
Yeah, it looks like we got like all little bombard things or...
Jesus. Hello there. Which country am I from? The magical lands of Canada. Another Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I would be down for like this. As you know, we were joking about this a while back, saying that this game would work really well if they did like little mini expansions. But it seems like they're just gonna do updates to this. But I was like, you know, they could take this and they could make like a Vikings game, or they could take this and be like, you know, do like a Lord of the Rings clone with it. And I think that would work really well.
That
right?
would be cool. I'd love to see like another Lord of the Rings Conquest game or something
Yeah,
come
something
out.
like that would be fantastic.
Forces have nearly taken the
I
hall.
like the Lord of the Rings IP. I don't really know who. Like, I think they were trying to sell it off and stuff. So I don't think WB has it anymore. Because obviously we're not getting a Shadow of War follow-up. They're doing a Wonder Woman game. Which could be cool. It could be cool. But I want like a new Lord of the Rings game. And I'm just like, who the hell would be working on it? And yeah, again, licensing.
I just like that one joke you made that one day, dude, where it was like, you know what Lord of the Rings game they're doing? I was like, what? And you're like, Gollum.
Dude,
You
the
know, I'm
gameplay
like-
for that came out last week.
Maybe it's great, right? It's so funny to think of like this like awesome series I love. You hardly got it not many games for it, you know, and then you're gonna get one about Gollum, you know?
It's I
looks
wouldn't
cool?
say I loved the look of the gameplay. It basically, there was this game called Styx, which is you play as this orc thing and it's a stealth only game. That's very much what the Gollum game looks like to me.
Okay. That's where I'm wondering, like, what are you like crawling through the misty mountains, like jumping goblins for food, you know? Like,
No, you're after the ring.
are
And
you?
you have to steal it. You're not. I don't think you can do combat in the game. It looks like you're just stealthily moving through as Gollum. and they showed the what are they called? You know the knights, the dark knights that have like they stab Frodo. You know.
Oh,
you know
the Nazgul? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they show those people and like Gollum freaking out and stuff. So he's trying to get the ring in it. It looks like it's neat, but I don't think it looks really spectacular. It's just kind of like it just looks like a pure stealth game. So it could be cool.
Oh, yeah, it could be cool. It's not necessarily what I would ask for, Like.
No, but at the same time, maybe it's gonna be really, really great, and it's just gonna be like, wow. I like when companies take risks and do something a little different too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love like this, but Lord of the Rings, or like maybe another RTS or something, or I think Lord of the Rings Online is still going. I don't know if that's the case. Like, port that over.
Because, like, I don't know, Gollum is a neat character. I always loved the descriptions they gave of, like, the goblins were always freaked out that, like, every now and then a kid would go missing and they knew there was something jumping them. Like, he seemed like such a, like, creepy little, like, goblin ghost story, Yeah.
But it's not a story that's ghostly.
Probably liking the stream.
The feeling you get when you like the stream, subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, Patreon. I'm streaming all the time. We're way off mark on that. I think, or did I do it? No, I didn't do it. I think we were off mark. Hello there. People speaking French in the chat, and I think we're all caught up. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to see something more for Lord of the Rings. Amazon was supposed to be making a really ambitious Lord of the Rings RPG to tie in with the show, but they canceled that, which sucks. Yeah.
An RPG, like, I didn't even know about Lord of the Rings Online for the longest time there, but I don't know if that's any good, but I would love an RPG.
Yeah, it was going to be, I think, Witcher inspired, and I was like, oh, that sounds amazing. But
it's a really neat land. I think I've asked you this a gazillion and one times, but, like, you played Battle for Middle-earth, right? Or at least the second one?
Briefly, I think way
Briefly?
back.
Okay.
So not to the point that I remember anything.
Okay. Because, like, that is a gorgeous-looking game. And, like, for the 360, man, a lot of the art, of, like, the lands you're in and everything, and
that was
they
the RTS,
cover
right?
almost everything. Yeah, it was the RTS. That was just, it was amazing. I still got my disc copy of it.
You know what they need to remaster is the Star Wars Empire of War games. I don't know if you remember those, but that was RTS Star Wars.
I remember I brought it up during the Hell Let Loose stream, and everyone was guessing, and I couldn't remember, but there was that, like, space battle Star Wars game where you could be either the Empire or the Rebellion, and, like, all I remember is, like, my old man playing. I was really young.
Alright, let's back out here.
Okay.
And go to regular rotation. I think that was Empire at War, didn't we?
Was it?
I thought that's
I couldn't remember. It was like, like the battle. If you were the rebels, it was like C-3PO and R2 standing there, and you're like in a ship. And when you do the space battles, it was like your ships were in a line, their ships were in a line in like a box, and you would like click this ship to target that one, and then you could send like invasion parties to the planets if you had like control over the airspace. And then it was like kind of like a roll of the dice thing, and it would read that oh no, the rebels have attacked you, rebel scum, sort of thing. And yeah,
no, maybe
I don't know. I remember that game was really neat.
Did you guys catch the Robocop trailer? I did, but it's a sketchy. The company that made that last Terminator game, and they made Rambo, and it's like they don't have a great track record, but it looks kind of cool. Did you see the Robocop gameplay?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of neat looking. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. When's the last time I played Grounded? Whenever I did my Series X review video, I will be taking a look at Grounded and try to drag Kevin along to do a stream of it when it fully releases in the fall. That's the Honey I Shrunk the Kids game, Kevin.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so that is just something like it's cool. You just do survival and you gotta like fight big spiders and ants and stuff. It's kind of, but yeah, gonna wait for the full release of it and then go and revisit it and do like a review of the launch. And a stream of that and everything like that. Has Kevin played 2042? Yeah.
Yes, I have. Not in forever, but I have.
That might be a interesting one to stream with you because of the new map and see if you like that, actually.
I was thinking it would be kind of neat to check out. I was really disappointed about it. I thought it was funny I got my money back for Elden Ring, but I never attempted for 2042.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It is what it is. But the Canada map's actually pretty good.
You're saying you liked it, right? A lot of different levels.
Yeah, a lot of very, very vertical.
Actually, I like Battlefield maps like that. Like the first one that comes to mind is that Monte Grappa in Battlefield 1 through the Italian mountains. Yeah, that was really neat. Just the different elevation of it.
Okay, I
you have
picked up
3
this
different
guy's
fights
head.
going on. Oh
And
yeah.
he's got like
I see it with
feathered
it.
cap. It looks so cool. Are you seeing this head?
Very Robin Hood looking.
Right? Like it's so neat. It's got, and I can see like his eyes. They're like there's blood coming out of his eyes and stuff. It's crazy. You guys can't see it really too well because I'm here, with a webcam there. But that's really neat. Do you wanna take a look at it?
Yeah, sure. Maybe bring it home, keep it as like a souvenir or something.
It's really cool looking.
Yeah,
I've never seen that. He's got 3 feathers too. Huh.
You want your head back?
Nah, you
No,
throw it
okay,
at somebody.
I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
No.
From me to you.
From me to you. That's awesome. How do I throw it?
LB and RB.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow you, see you throw it at somebody. What a game. Oh, you got him in the balls.
Dude with a,
Nothing like having your best friend's head cut off and then thrown at you.
Right. Jimmy. No.
No. Just imagine how traumatizing that would be.
Great.
Man, that's.
It brings up Lord of the
psychological
Rings
torture.
again. Reminds me of that scene where the orcs launch the heads over.
Oh yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna do like a 4K watch, but I don't think they did a 4K version of the extended, did they? I mean, it's just the 4K, the regular theatrical. Army of 2, like you get that every now and then that people are like, oh, Army of 2 would be cool to see return, and it's like, yeah, but I also don't know how like marketable that one was, and I really don't see them doing it again anytime soon.
I remember the first one. That was it. I heard there was a second one. Didn't even know it.
There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Really? Okay. See, like I thought there was just a second one I didn't know about.
Yeah, there's Army of 2, Army of 2 the 40th day, and then Army of 2 the Devil's Cartel.
Huh.
I played the Devil's Cartel because it was a free game on the 360, but it was never backwards compatible. That one was like, eh. The first Army of 2. Okay. Yeah.
I know it's somewhat referenceable. We had this moment at Airsoft Saturday with me and my buddy, and there's like this like big like firefighter like training bear. It's like 50 pounds, and the objective is you have to bring it from your side to the enemy side and place it at a safe point. And I was carrying it. My one buddy, we ended up making a really cool play where like, we basically 2-manned it and we snuck around and got through and played it. And he came out and all the guys were like, "Oh, this is really cool. It was like some Army of 2 stuff." Or whatever.
Really?
So yeah, literally, like a couple people. Yeah, so like I don't know, that's referenceable. Albeit these guys are all our age group, right? Like
Yeah.
but,
I've never heard anyone outside of these streams mention Army of 2.
Army 2.
Like it's not something that comes up ever. Again, except for the streams, basically, with people being like, "Oh, they should bring back Army of 2." I see that occasionally, but like, I don't know how they would do it. You'd have to reboot it at this point. I think. I don't think you can continue it. And it's like, how would you shoehorn in, the battle passes, the microtransactions of the day? I just don't know how you would do that one. It would be neat, but yeah, I don't know. Ow. But yeah, it would be cool. I'm always down for like new games, returning games, just like playing games. So gives me purpose. Hello there. Oh, it's a lucky guy coming in to say hello. Do you notice texture pop-in on Series X? Okay, so texture pop-in, it's gonna vary per game based on what a developer does. Like, it's not the console that does pop-in, it's a developer choosing to have that. Once we get to next-gen only games more, you should see most pop-in, if not all of pop-in, getting removed, so... It's kind of a wait-and-see kind of thing on that. But some games don't have the pop-in, or you don't really notice it, but some it's more aggressive than others. And that, again, is, you know, how a game is developed for performance. In there. Def Jam was tweeting again. Oh my god. They're never doing anything with Def Jam. They keep teasing, but they do nothing at it.
What is Def Jam all about?
You don't know about Def Jam?
Not off the top of my head.
It's like a bunch of rappers, but it's a fighting. It's like Mortal Kombat with rappers.
Really?
Yeah, and you can like beat people with like the bass of like your freaking speakers and stuff.
Real life rappers? Like
yeah. Def Jam. I played Def Jam Icon on 360. The castle looks sick. Oh, this is nothing. This is like a casual castle in this game.
yeah.
This is one of the sadder looking castles, I would say, right?
Yeah, actually. What's it? That
Galencourt?
Yeah, Galencourt. That's
Galencourt.
a really nice looking one. Yeah.
That's a pretty castle. Or what's the one with the town? You go you start on the beach and then you go to the town and then you go to that other castle. That's a cool level.
Oh yeah, you steal the gold from the market, right?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, okay.
The one where you start. No, I'm right. Okay, so you start on the beaches and then you storm the front gates and there's a town square you have to take and then you have to fight across the bridge and then you're at the castle.
Okay, yeah.
That castle's magnificent.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the one where you have to burn the crops and
yeah,
kill
at the start with
the
peasants.
peasants.
Yeah.
Then you steal the gold. That one's
Yeah.
a somewhat nice castle, but it's, you know, the other one I think is a little fancier. Castles. I think this gen will be the same length as other ones. Yeah, probably. I hope so. I kind of hope... I want to go back to shorter generations for consoles. Or at least more iterative upgrades on consoles, because I want the technology to keep up with PC a little bit better. Yeah. And I know people want their investment to be long-term, but I want the tech to keep up now. That would be better for me. Can I teach you Japanese? No, I can't. It's not a skill you can pass up.
Not from a Jedi.
No, it's all about Def Jam, Fight for New York, or Vendetta. That's what people want. That 360 game was awful. Well, I'm not saying that the 360 game is what they want. I'm just saying that's what I played, and that's, you know, the context I have for it. It was just entertaining, though. I played it with my cousin, and we had fun. I love that. No, not the new Def Jam, the older ones. But it's just like, I think you want any Def Jam, right?
Oh my god. I was just thinking, I don't know what the game is, but I'm picturing like Mortal Kombat one-liners, like Snoop Dogg comes up and he's like, things are about to get dizzity, yo, and then like
You just gotta play
Eminem. Yeah, well then like Eminem comes out and he's like, the real Slim Shady just stood. You know, like...
That would be fun. Kill the Duke. I think I just cut somebody's arm off.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking all the one-liners. Finish him. Is everybody roll the 3-1-3?
I'm really surprised you haven't heard about Def Jam. I wouldn't say it's like an iconic classic of a game franchise, but yeah. It's interesting. Break down the doors! I'm gonna kill people with what is this called? The calabajo or whatever? You know, the candlestick? Candelabra?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Light them on fire.
And you can like throw it at people or stab them with it. No, I'm getting stabbed. Everybody's on fire.
This is really nice looking. I don't know that I've ever gotten this far on the attacking side on this map.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm always stopped at when you're pushing the convoy up.
I always am on the other side of it, where you're trying to defend the Duke, and they always just kill your Duke. So what's supposed to happen is the Duke is supposed to sit at the top left or top right in the safe areas. Yeah, he's going over there now.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I have been this far because I remember that part. Yeah, and you're supposed to hold because that's the spawn point, right? And you guys keep coming in. Yeah.
Oh my god! They got 4 minutes to kill this dude.
I do love that about this game. I can't think of many games that do that, where like it picks one guy to be, you know, like the target.
The dude.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's fun. I still like. I want to be the goddamn announcer at the beginning where it's like, we need to do more. Just once. Dur, dur, dur. Buff muff. That's funny. Ow. Trying to look for a cheap HDMI converter. I don't know if I have too many suggestions for that. You've been waiting for this game for weeks. Well, I hope you enjoy it when you buy it. If you're buying it on the Xbox Store, consider using that affiliate link in the video description. Just like you should also consider liking the stream. What? Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time, lots of fun. Well, you know, I'm always looking for new people to keep watching the streams so I get those numbers up, you know, but this is what it is, you do what you can. You think we're gonna get this guy? 2.5 minutes? I think we're finally in the castle, right, though?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good sign.
Does he heal? Because, like, the way that bar keeps going down. No? Okay.
I don't think so. He might have bandages.
Get a couple archers on him.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty smart strategy. I got somebody's head that's got like no helmet on it. It's gnarly looking. Just run around this like severed head to white people. I don't know. This Robin Hood dude, he's got the cap with the feather. I really want at some point to get a King's Quest outfit. I would love that so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you've played King's Quest or anything, but it's like it's very simple. It's just basically like the cape, but you have this special little hat that's like a Robin Hood type hat, but it's not. It's the King's Quest hat, and it's just it's so magical if you play those games and you just see like, you know, when the character picks up the hat for the first time, and it's like it's such a special little. It's like Indy and his like, you know. His hat and stuff. But like when the original developers of it from Sierra Online were blessing this new company to work on the, you know, the rebooted King's Quest that they did in 2015, you know, on stage at the Game Awards, they handed them the hat from the game as their blessing to work on it. And I was just like, oh, it's a very special hat. Yeah. There you go, guys, the King's Quest hat. Oh my god, are you getting in there?
These guys, no, they're building an excellent little wall in front of them.
Holy. I can't get in there. We're gonna get halted on killing the Duke? We blew through all of their defenses the whole way through. And the easiest thing to do where you just gotta kill a dude, we're failing at.
Hats off to them. Like, it's kind of neat how you can see teams. Like, I feel like they're not all in communication. Like, I love that about these like Battlefield type games where sometimes strategies just work out. You know,
just players just come together. But like, dude,
yeah.
How do we? I don't think I've ever seen anybody lose on killing the dude.
No. You know what I mean? Like, usually in this, like, people will spread out.
Yeah.
And there'll be, like, guys way over there, way over there. Yeah, they made a good little wall.
They actually had, like, waves, too. They had, like, an inner defense around the Duke, and then they had, like, the outer keeping people from, like, swarming in defense. Amazing. Yeah, I'll cover Robocop when it comes out. I'll do a review of it. But I think that's not till 23, so not something to really think about anytime soon, right? Death in the pit, Kevin. Are you ready to die in the pit?
Ooh-wee.
I think for those that are channel members... Oh yeah, tomorrow there's going to be a Far Cry 3 video that has credits for you guys. Yeah. Unless I swap it out for something? No, I think it's time. I love the peasants in the crowd.
Yeah, they're so hyped up.
I'm getting Rise Son of Rome flashbacks, and you're going to come out with your ass cheeks open.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was awesome.
Man, that game's fun. I would like to stream that again, maybe for Christmas.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, just a once in a blue moon kind of thing on that one. 'Cause that was fun. I really did enjoy playing that.
This part is awesome. You can bang your shield and everything while dude's giving a speech.
Charge.
Yeah.
I imagine this, but 128 players.
Super cool.
Get that Xbox marketing and budget behind them. Oh man. I'm just dreaming. 128 player, night action, full campaign, 4 or 5 different factions. Oh.
That would be cool.
Dude.
I would be worried some super big company buys it and then it all becomes operators.
Well, the thing is, I think the approach they do is you can buy, like, actually buy currency to get the outfits and stuff, but, like, you customize every piece of your knight. Like, you choose the helmet, the, you know, the clothing piece. Oh, the pit thing opened! I fell to the abyss! Oh my god.
I always liked that a little better. For whatever reason. For cosmetics and that, I was kind of like customizing your own guy a little more.
Personalization.
Yeah, more personal, yeah.
I don't think there's anything that's like locked. Like you can earn currency for everything. But I'm surprised they haven't done a battle pass for this.
Yeah, actually there is none of that.
Like, I don't think that would be too crazy for them to do.
That would be neat though, because like you could make up like random like house coat of arms, you know, like you can unlock like a certain like tabard of like Lord such and such, you know, for Agatha.
Yeah.
Something, you know.
You know what else would be cool for this game? If they did like a bit of like a headquarters chill area that was like a tavern that you could chill before going off into a match.
That would be neat too. I would mind that actually.
Yeah, you could like sit and drink at the pub and be like, oh, look at my new armor or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe have some like practice dummies in the pub. A little bit like Dungeon Defenders. They do that. They have like a pub area you chill out at. That would be kind of funny, you know, in between matches, just sitting there at like the bar with your buddies and just being like, oh, I'm getting a drink.
Right.
And you could do the scream, but with like a beer mug. And, oh man, this game has so much potential. Oh no! I didn't make the jump, Kevin. I fell into the spike pit.
Oh, did you?
I love. Do you ever fly around with the ghost cam?
Yeah.
And you
It's
just
actually
see the
really
big
neat.
battle.
You get the up top overview of everyone fighting.
Yeah. I'd love to sit there and just like watch a match and just see like the frenzy of people running around like. Man, this game is so cool. Criminally underloved, I will say. Oh, my head just got cut off. One issue though I have with the deathmatch, I can never tell who's winning.
You never tell who's winning? That's hilarious.
So is it a countdown timer? Like
the count, yeah, countdown. I think that's how many lives we have left.
Okay. Because I'm always just confused. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, are we losing? And then it just ends, and I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
The game is really good too, though. I love when you get in like a 3v1 and you end up winning it with just like perfect blocks. Like,
you feel so heroic.
You can feel pretty godlike, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Lord of the Rings scenario where Aragorn's like cutting up a few guys at once, and you're just like, ah.
Right, yeah.
Maybe I should try. I'm gonna do a little bit of bowman on this one. Yeah. I'm gonna try the longbowman next life, you know, maybe get some kills towards that. I wonder if eventually this would be like, you know, we stream this enough, I'll end up getting all the achievements like I did with Insurgency.
How far are you on it?
I've got 30 out of 41 achievements. But most of them are like, win this map 25 times, win this map so many times.
Just time and tide things.
Yeah. So many kills as the bowman, or, you know, stuff like that. So it's mostly just like, over time you'll get the stuff. Although 25 wins on each map is like quite a bit if you think about it. Because there are a lot of
these matches, they extend like what, 20-30 minutes?
Yeah, like 30 minutes long usually, these matches. It's not like the achievements are for like doing the, you know, the team deathmatch maps, right?
Yeah.
They're always for doing like the full half-hour ones, so that's a lot of playtime. Especially because you gotta win. Nobody's gonna revive me. They come around me to save me by killing the enemy that's stabbing me, and they just like leave me down. Unbelievable. I just can't even. Okay, so far not doing too well on the bowmanship. I almost feel like the bowman though is a bit more of like a support character as opposed to like a killing class. Like you injure your teammates.
Only 20 Mason troops remain.
I've gotten it so few times, but I like on the defense maps when you're up on the wall doing the archer thing.
It feels like the movies. Okay, they smoked us.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
My favorite deathmatch map is the Joust Arena.
The Joust area? That one's neat.
I love it.
I like that one or whatever. I think it's the Gallon Court thing or whatever. It's got the statues in that middle part.
The statues?
Yeah, Town Square. Yeah. That one's really pretty.
That's hilarious because it starts with a fist brawl.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Fisticuffs. Nice longbow. Did they make them for men? Oh my god. Play. He always does the Spider-Man bits. It kills me. Let's see what we get on this one. Escape from Valibire. This one's hard. If you're attacking, I find it's difficult.
Is this where you break the one guy out and he's got to not die when you get him to the boat? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Never goes well.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Because dude always plays like a cowboy and like runs out on his own, yeah.
But I find most of the time, you don't even make it past capturing the bridge on offense.
Yeah. Everyone just yelling, warm up? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could. Yeah, I just did that. I screamed. I didn't know you could scream during the warm up. I'm a bowman again? Okay, I guess I'm rocking this.
Kill them or die! Patience! Defend the prisoner camps!
I do like how you brought that up, because like looking into perspective, there was a little bit there where I wasn't sure who was the good guys, and at first I kind of thought it would be, you know, Agatha, color blue, good, color red, bad, sort of thing.
Yeah. No, they both suck.
But yeah, they both suck, you know, or whatever. I remember there was this backstory that like the Masons or something like captured these people and they're just like executing them all, and like I don't know, it's really neat. Little.
Yeah, it just shows that maybe history is a little. This is actually more of a realistic history depiction than like most. Right. I gotta switching back to the swords guy. I'm not shooting worth a damn. Maybe I've had too much to drink. I don't know, but
that's funny. Do you have the crossbow yet?
I think I have it, but I just used the bow, the longbow. Do you find the crossbow more effective?
Sorry?
Do you find the crossbow is more effective?
I think it does more damage, yeah.
But what about that reload?
Sorry. I don't know about that reload, actually.
Do you know crossbows historically
it should be way slower, yeah.
Yeah. What class do you regularly use? Like just soldier?
I do the footman.
Oh, the footman. Okay.
Yeah.
I use the bastard sword.
That's cool.
Yeah. flipping. Oh, so you do piking with the halberds, right?
I actually ended up in the end. I got up to the men at arms class where I got like the sword and shield.
Okay.
Classic poor peasant given a couple weapons sort of thing. You know?
You know what we need to do? We need to come together and do another review on Kingdom Come, but for Series S.
I would totally be down for that.
That was my surprise game that I thought they were going to announce, but they didn't this year. I was very disappointed.
Oh, I guess that kind of passed for that. I don't know. I would really love to see a second one for that.
You never know, Kevin. You know, I didn't get it right this time, but maybe it could get announced in the next year or two. You'd be like, yeah, I was right, but just not right time.
Alright. Oh, I wouldn't even, like, what, you make how many predictions a year? Like,
yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, Kingdom Come was the big breakout game for that company. It's been about 5 years. You know, it's just the math kind of lines up.
And they're still really cool with that. Like, I will always love that review. That was like the first thing I ever did with you, where like Warhorse was like, hey, that was really cool. But like, to think they were like on their anniversary, even just when you did that review, did you time that out for their anniversary, or did it just everything came together?
I didn't even know it was their anniversary.
No, so yeah, like it was just everything fell in place, man. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like that, it was their 3rd anniversary or whatever, and they were like, yeah, like thank you for that. Like I don't know, I think that's really cool that like that company like is still like really appreciating that game.
Yeah, I mean, it is their game, but yeah, they support it well, and
yeah,
I just thought I was so surprised because I was just joking with you. I'm like, wow, they actually messaged or they actually put that out there on social media. You know, I do all this work. Slave away at this work, and you know, you come in and do one video and they're like, oh.
That was it. I'll always remember that. That was so cool when you told me that. It was like, really? Yeah. And it was funny because you're right, it almost set up like a false expectation at first. I was like, oh, I wonder if like more things like you'll let me like collaborate with you on or whatever, we'll get like that. But no, that's the only one. You know,
only one with recognition. Like I said, you know, I do 2 videos a day. I don't get recognition like that at all. So cherish that, Kevin.
Cool. Always will.
Put that on a plaque on your wall. You know, print out the tweet, post it up, you know, frame it and all that. You try to... What's your gamer tag, Liam? Again? I can probably send you a direct invite to join in or something. It's weird that it wouldn't let you just join. Yes, Larry. Men at Arms. Aha. Yeah.
Oh, Lottie.
Okay, I went to do my battle scream and I ended up picking up a wheel. You like my wheel?
Alright. Oh, hey, look at your wheel! I'm trying to pick up this bell I thought I saw someone with it.
It's a bad bell. That's the thing that breaks our door down.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I threw that wheel right over people's heads. Imagine being in a war fighting somebody with a sword and just like you see this freaking like wheel get shocked over your head.
I cannot.
It'd be freaking hilarious.
So he picked up the bell. What the heck?
Oh, you can pick up the bell. This is weird. I was doing Gears the other night. And I kept having a phantom torque bow that I couldn't pick up.
That's weird.
And I was like, what the hell? It was like 2 or 3 times I had that. Like the torque bow was on the ground. I just could not pick it up. I was like, what is going on? I was so pissed when that stream cut out early. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Because I was on a roll. Like, I was kicking ass that game. I was, you know, you play Gears 5 now, Kevin. They've unlocked kind of like the stuff for you to easily get everything and permanent 3 times the XP. And
see, that's really cool when games do that.
You clicked ask to join and said cat right now? That sucks. Yeah, no, I like it when they're like, oh, we're done supporting this. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be done supporting it, but anyways.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they're just like, everything, you know, kind of easier to work towards and stuff. I think that's big. The guy's name is Non-Fungible Token. Oh,
this. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this, but we were playing, obviously, Siege earlier today, and we ran into a Bully Maguire.
A Bully Maguire? That's
yeah,
funny.
Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire. That kills me. I love when they were doing like little clips of videos of like Bully Maguire messing around with people. I really enjoy this one little YouTube channel. They do quick 2-minute. Like I fell into the water with the bell. They do quick little 2-minute videos where they take like a video game world and they insert like a movie character into it.
Yeah.
And it's like they have like Mr.
That's Austin Powers one.
Yeah, the Austin Powers one. That's exactly it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so they still do it. They do like one a month, but they added like what was it? Mr. Bean in Cyberpunk. It's
okay.
It's so just it kills me. And they've done some ones with like Half-Life and stuff. And who was it in Half-Life? I don't know what the character they shoved in there, but no, the Austin Powers one's the best. It kills me. Kicks the kid.
Right.
Just like you guys could kick the likes on this stream, be sure to do so. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option, streaming all the time, lots of fun. Wow. The time flies by when you're drinking and playing knights. Why do we not have more night games?
Yeah, that's what's cool about this one, right? It's like
so we're fighting
a lot of
awesome.
night games and nothing really like this that I've ever played before.
No,
you know,
especially like on console, never get anything like this.
It's actually funny with Kingdom Come, but I had my one buddy that I showed it, and I was like, it's really cool, and he's into like history and all that too, right? So he really liked it, and I was like, dude, you gotta play Chivalry or whatever. And when he played this one, we're kind of disappointed. He said after playing Kingdom Come, he thought this like combat was really cheesy, and I was like, maybe it's not as complex, but I think the combat's just fine in this, you know, like.
Well, it's as complex as you make it because you can use the stick to kind of choose where your slice goes, and there's the overhead, there's the stab slice.
Yeah, like it's not bad, right?
Yeah. And not to mention that it's also across like what 4 different classes with like axes or maces. Or I'd say the combat in this is quite complex. Yeah.
I'm loving this one-handed spear and shield. Oh, this is a cool combo.
Oh, you're doing the spear thing. Okay.
Yeah, I had some guy just like mess me up with it. Oh, he's got a shovel.
He's shoveling you. Yeah, I love picking up the chicken and like throwing it at people.
Oh,
Looks pretty fun. It's a blast. This game is great. You know what I wanted to do for a while was the modern pentathlon. You know what that is?
No.
Alright, so it's an Olympic competition where you have to be the best at a combo of sports. I don't think I could ever be the best at a single sport, but I'm pretty good at being really good at a bunch of little things. So in the modern pentathlon, you have to be able to shoot, ride a horse, fence, swim, and run. I think that's right, yeah. But that's my strong suit, is being proficient at a variety of different things.
And could you score well enough at all of them? That would be hilarious. You actually think that would be the most Olympian out of them all, no?
You would think, because you do all of the different things. I was trying to, you know, get everybody to go along with it. It'd have to be a big family thing, because I was like, oh, well, I've got to drag my sister into this, so we could be like a duo dynamic, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could be like a dynasty thing where she does the female, I do the male side of it. Because that would be hilarious. Because you could share a horse too, you know. You gotta cut down on costs. It's not cheap to have a horse.
Share a horse.
But I just thought that would be crazy, because it's like, it's just a combo of these different, like, disciplines. Because you have to go from, like, riding a horse to shooting a gun to swimming to, you know, running and, yeah. Just the idea of it, I think, would be absolutely fascinating to try to... Because like I said, like I would never be the fastest person in the room. I would never be the most accurate. Or, you know, I would maybe not necessarily win at the fencing, but could I beat people that were also trying to be balanced between all of these different disciplines? Hence the modern pentathlon.
Jack of all, master of none.
Exactly. Because, you know, that's what some people do, is they just try a bunch of different sports to see what they can get into, and then they go to do the Olympics.
Yeah.
Never know what you're good at. I just think that'd be funny. Because I love the Olympics. I think it's so cool. The modern pentathlon. Just the idea hit me, and I was like, I could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just imagine all the training you'd have to do.
Oh my god! Sorry. They let out one of the prisoners, and I was just thinking in my head, I'd love to kill these prisoners, and I did.
Yeah, you can.
That's hilarious!
You've never done that?
No! Oh man, alright.
Come on, you know what kind of universe this is.
Do I ever? This game, it always finding a way to make me laugh.
Yeah. There's always some messed up thing you can do. But just like, imagine training for like the pentathlon though. But it's like, okay, this week, or this day, Wednesdays are swimming, Thursdays, horseback riding, Fridays, sprinting. Be ridiculous.
You got such and such on your 200-meter sprint. It's very mediocre time. Perfect. On to the next.
On to the next. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it'd be really neat. Really, really cool. Ultimate Frisbee has prepared you for this. I love my Ultimate Frisbee. I think it's an enjoyable time.
Yeah, it could sound fun. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just love how competitive it sounds.
Oh, it's crazy. I was never expecting Ultimate Frisbee to be as crazy as it is, but it's enjoyable. I don't know, something to do too. Like I was thinking of joining like a co-ed soccer league at one point, and I think this is a lot easier. You know, I get to hang out with somebody I know, and it's a little easier to get into. Defend the bridge. I feel like a soccer league, it'll be a big effort to like meet all these new people and stuff, and ugh. It's hard enough doing the Ultimate Frisbee, trying to converse with folks. Still haven't been invited to pizza night, Kevin.
No? Huh.
No. And I don't want to ask to go. I want to be invited.
Oh yeah, no, for real, right? One's way more satisfying than the other.
Yeah.
Oh, why is he here? Oh yeah, has to come. You know, like
yes. I can just see like an eye roll thing though from like Trell being like, "Why haven't you come to any of the pizza nights?" I was like, "I was never invited." She's like, "Oh,
for real." Unless it's just like something where like
what the
you're
freaking hell
to, or something, you know, like.
So I just spawned in the water below the map and died. So anyway, what were you saying there?
I was wondering, unless it's like some like unspoken thing where like it's just you know you're invited because you're a part of it.
Well, the thing
like
was
that.
the one night they offered the other team to go to the pizza night. They're like, if any guys you want to go, you know, we're doing pizza or whatever, a pizza night thing.
Yeah.
And you know, you could be on the reflection and be like, well, you know, that's an invitation to you to go as well, but like they didn't say where it is.
Driving around. Oh, what was that about?
Like I love it. The one night I went, and I was like, Joel was like messaged me like literally an hour or something before. It's like, oh, we're doing frisbee. You want to join? I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go do it. You know, if you want me to go, I'll go and stuff. And she's like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, so same place and everything. And she's like, yeah. And then I'm spending 15 minutes driving around trying to find which field it's on because I can't find them. And just like trying to call and be like, hello.
Nice.
Where are we at? Yeah. So that's fine, because you know it's at the rugby place, but there's like six different fields.
Fall back to the keep.
You know what I mean? So I was just like driving back and forth. I'm like, I don't know which field this is. Nobody tells me nothing, and then she's like, oh, it's my bad. I was just like, god damn it. Ultimate Frisbee. See, now I don't know if I necessarily enjoy it, but it's something to do. Yeah, like a competition in that. I love sports, TV, COD, fish. You remember that Xbox
like
joke
sports?
video?
We don't care. Who cares? What? No, what?
Oh my god. You know, like when the Xbox One came out and they made that joke video where they're like, sports, Call of Duty, there's a dog, fish.
No, I don't actually.
You haven't seen that?
No.
After the stream's done, I'm gonna find that video for you because they are making fun of Xbox because of the Xbox reveal. The Xbox One reveal video was like literally repetitiveness. It was like TV, TV, TV. There's a dog. Call of Duty, fish. And it's like a montage of all of them repeating the same words over and over. And another big word was sports, sports, sports.
You're sitting there like advertisement, like subliminal messaging. What is this? No, you know.
But the big funny thing was just like, because that was Xbox's showcase of like what the console's vision was. It wasn't like the games of the console. But like they had Call of Duty up there, so it was like, you know, Call of Duty Ghosts was being shown, and then EA was there talking about all their sports games. So it was like, you know, you have all these executives with different accents going sports, sports, sports. There's a fish in Call of Duty, because you know they were the fish AI, you know the fish AI bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. Oh man, the internet was all against them. It was a great time. This game's great, I don't know what you're talking about. Not Pro Frisbee, it's Ultimate. Is there like a Pro Frisbee? I want to see if I can get Joel to go into the Frisbee Golf. I've always wanted to try that. Do you know what Frisbee Golf is?
No, I don't actually.
So we actually have a ton of courses for this across the city. You go to some different parks, like Boness has one. And there's like these nets set up, and the idea is it's like golf, but you throw the frisbee and you try to get the frisbee in the net thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's frisbee golf.
Actually, no, I do know that. They had some outside the old high school, didn't they?
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah.
Not directly outside, but in the same grass area. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, so it's frisbee golf. I've always wanted to try it. I'm like, maybe I can.
Frisbee golf is a way cheaper version of golf, or something everyone can play.
Probably. I think she would. I think she's done it before. Because you know the ultimate frisbee thing was something she had brought up like I think 2 years back or something, and I was like okay, I would do it, and I never heard anything, and then just recently she's like, yeah, you want to do it? I was like, okay. How did that start? I think it was just like a random Thursday, and she's just like, you want to come do ultimate frisbee? And I was like, yeah, okay.
It's funny, 2 years ago, so she's been doing this for forever. That explains the whole, what was it, when the one guy she thought was cheating and she got all mad?
Yeah.
And they, like, disputed the rules? That makes more sense.
Like I said, I think she she got, like, maybe a scholarship or something for it, a bit of one? I'd have to ask. No, that's a legitimate thing you do, is you get a scholarship for it. Yeah. You gotta do the sports on the teams. I can't quite recall if she did that, but, like, I feel like that was something she did. But that's what you can do, is, especially as a female, if you're wanting to do like sports in university, you can get scholarships for all kinds of things if you're proficient at like say soccer or frisbee or anything else, right? So that's a big ass freaking horn that dude had, man. Holy! Somebody's overcompensating. Is he dead? Checked after him. Is Kevin scared of roller coasters?
No. Roller coasters are fun. I do get like that stomach feeling, at like Stampede, that one with the tower, that where you go all the way up and you drop. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I get nervous about it.
I am terrified of heights.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely terrified. Cannot do it.
I didn't like roller coasters as a kid, but like as an adult or whatever. I always thought it was funny because I didn't like them as a kid, and like my dad was always like laughing. He's like, you're like extremely safe in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I can do them, but I don't have a problem with roller coasters. Actually, I love the when you go upside down.
Really? I like all the rides. I like the ones where I don't mind going up high at all. There's that swing one or whatever that takes you up and it kind of just spins you. And you get like a really neat view of like downtown and like the surrounding area. That's really awesome. But like What's I don't. Sorry, it's funny because I just said that one spins, but I don't like rides that just spin you for the sake of spinning. Like that one where you all are in that circle and it just whips you around as quick as. Really, it makes
love
me
it.
sick.
Yeah.
I am such a poor spinner.
Couldn't
be an astronaut.
If you spin, I don't like the strawberries when people go ham, but I like the the gravity one where you're like a UFO and it goes up and down. Love it.
Yeah, one drives me nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. But no, it's like I do it. Like I can do anything, I just do it, right? But like, oh man, have you done the Banff gondolas?
Oh, the gondola. Yeah, I love the gondolas.
Yeah, freaking hell, dude. That is trauma for me. That is trauma. Like planes used to be the worst. Oh my god, I'd have to get like really drunk before going on a flight because I could just not handle the liftoff. Like once I'm in the air, I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't do anything, but like the liftoff
feeling
is
of the
traumatizing.
That's funny. I've only had that described to me. I've only been on a plane once, I guess, when I was really, really young. But other than that, I haven't flown in forever.
Yeah, I'm good at it now because I'm just like I've accepted that everything's out of my hands.
Done it enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but like towers and stuff like that. If I'm really high up, just can't do it. It's just I mean I do it, but it's just like oh.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I kind of get it. There's a difference between like no, you absolutely refuse and just it's uncomfortable and you'd rather not. Like
if I need to do something, I'll do something. But it's just like I really.
Proper way to be.
Like I really gripped like the seats and stuff when I was on a plane back in the day. I'd just be like, oh jeez.
That's funny. Yeah. I'd love to do it. I promised myself when I did that last drive like 2 years out to Winnipeg that I was never doing that drive again.
Oh god, you're gonna do the Winnipeg thing?
Well, I got family out there. I hate that like the 2 literal vacations I've been on my life were to Winnipeg. I should tell you all you need to know about my life. Yeah, exactly, right?
At least go to Vancouver, dude. Just kidding.
Oh, I'd love to see somewhere nice. Like that's
Who wants to go to Vancouver? We're the 3rd most livable, and they're like what 5 or lower. Place
see, it's
suck.
funny when I say BC or whatever, because I get your point where like everyone's like, oh, like BC's, BC. So wonderful, yada yada, and like I get it. It's like anywhere else, but like when I think BC, I think of just like Okinawa, I believe it's called, like. Yeah, like, but yeah, like, nestled in the mountains. Which is kind of funny that I acknowledge that you can also do that here in Alberta. I just want to live out in the Rockies. That's my Zion, man.
Plane takeoffs feel great. I bet they do for you, Pip. You can't talk about getting a new vet if you can't handle those G-forces. Oh my god.
That's funny.
I would handle the vet fine. I think I would actually be a great vet driver. I feel so damn cool. I have this weird picture idea of me taking the vet out to like Chestermere and just like sitting on the car hood and just be like, it's not a lease.
That's funny.
Buy those old man gloves.
Those old, yeah, that would, yeah.
I always see them when I go to Saks, and I'm just like, I feel like one of those driver butlers is gonna kill somebody. Like that's what those gloves are like. But speaking of, like, I love Saks off Fifth. It's super freaking expensive, but if you go to their outlet place across Iron, I got like the greatest, kind of jackets and coats and cardigans out of that place. But they since COVID has happened, they have no male stock. It is depressing. Like, absolutely, like they kind of do that thing, when you space out clothing because you don't have any clothes to fill the racks.
Yeah,
that's what they do, and it's been like that since COVID started. And there's no male stock there at all. Like you look over across at like the women's side, which has grown in size too because it's taken over more of the men's area. They even have a kids area now. But you look at the male section and there's just like it's sparse, and it just sucks because I'm like, Because you know I like
that
the
would be about like what, just more in demand or like.
I don't think they have any stock because you know it's the outlet place, right? So if you go to regular Saks, like the super, like you know Saks is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the regular one in like Chinook, it's super. You know they got all kinds of clothing, but yeah, just the outlet one at Cross Iron, just nothing. And it's been like that for years now, absolutely years, and it sucks. So like I said, I got some sick jackets and stuff going there, and I love going there, but now it's not even worth it. Now I do Banana Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I get my cardies and stuff.
Your cardies.
Yeah, that's great. Would I be able to walk on a glass bridge? I hate the glass bridges. that is
those ones like
yeah. Friggin' hell. I do not like heights. Again, I can do them, but like, man, I just uncomfortable. It's the fear of falling and dying and not being able to do anything. That's what gets me. Yeah, freaking hell. I remember going to, you know, you go, well, I guess you haven't done that, but you go to a Mexican trip, like you go to Mexico, and you do like, we did zip lining on like the sketchiest of these wooden and rock platforms where there's like jaguar and alligator pits below, and you know they don't have the safety standards that we have. That was, and the platform, it was windy, and the wind platform was like shaking, and I was just like, this is hell.
That's just
I don't even think they strap you in. You actually have to hold on. It's just like, oh my god. That was terrifying. I knew we were gonna win on this. You never, like, rarely ever do you get, you know, the prisoner to safety. Man,
wow,
that
did
was
they
sketchy.
overkill us though?
You know, it's the worst, Kevin, is falling off the zip line. And then, like, not quite dying, you, like, break your neck and you're, like, paralyzed, and then the jaguar eats you.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty
As you're
real.
drowning, because it's like a puddle, too, right? So it's like...
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
I think I seen that on 1,000 Ways to Die one time. No,
This is the map, right? No, this is a different one. This is a different one, too. But you know what's not different?
Oh, are you liking the stream?
Liking the stream. We always push that. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Stream it all the time. Lots of fun. Kevin's here.
I'm stuck looking for a match. I don't think I loaded into those.
You're looking for a match?
Yeah.
You're not
that's what
loading
it says.
into Red Helm? Okay, I'll exit out and get you.
Alright. Weird how it does that every now and then. You know, Royal Terrell Museum, obviously, down in Drumheller, right?
Yeah.
When I was really young, like me and my sister, we went through there, and there's really awesome museum, you know, if anyone's going by there.
Beautiful.
But, yeah, there's that first part or whatever where it's showing, like, some of the first life we know, like, when, like, obviously in the oceans at the time. I can't remember what the period was called. But, like, really neat stuff. And, like, the whole room's, like, of glass, and it's, like, you're walking through, and they have all the different, like, weird alien-looking life. But the floor's glass, too, and there's the little metal bars in between for the glass.
That place, yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat, and it was really, I could see where this was totally cute, but me and my sister, we were, like, freaking out, and we were, like, jumping across to the next metal bar, or whatever, and there was this old couple looking at us, and they just started laughing, or whatever, and that's when my parents saw, and they're like, oh, you know that's, like, glass below, right? Like, you don't need to, like, jump over to the next metal bar, or whatever, and, like, yeah. I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I kind of like Drumheller, but I also don't know the, like, last time I went there, I went for, like, hiking and stuff. I didn't actually even go into the museum.
Oh, wow. It's a neat little area or whatever. I thought that's where it was funny that, like, Reddit post or whatever, like, the 5 worst places to live in Alberta, and, like, Drumheller was number 2, and I could see where it would be, like, really hot and, like,
I don't think it would be a good place to live.
Yeah, I could kind of see that, right? Like, yeah, I don't think the weather would be all that great and all that, but it is really neat to go, like, walking around the canyons and everything.
The hoodoos there are kind of, well, I wasn't blown away by the hoodoos, but, like, it's a neat little spot, but I would not want to live there.
Yeah. The hoodoos are really cool. I heard we had some issues of like people going up and touching them.
Oh, of course.
And
People
stuff like
always
that.
do that. They ruin everything.
That's sad, right?
Yeah. Well, I tried to get Liam in here. I don't know if he got the Evite or not. Sea of Thieves. You clicked, nothing happened. That's so weird, man. I'm sorry. Did you try just matchmaking and hope you end up with the same match? It's weird that you wasn't able to join. Sea of Thieves will be interesting with Kevin having a fear of the ocean. You have a fear of the ocean? I think you mentioned that.
Total phobia. Like,
yeah.
As irrational as it gets. Like, there's zero reason. I completely acknowledge that. But, yeah, not even near. That's exactly it. Like, it is. It's as irrational as you can get. And it's not so bad that I can't play the game, but yeah, open water. And actually, it doesn't even so much. That part doesn't bother me. I get that neat gut feeling of like horror suspense when the megalodon comes out of the water and it opens its mouth, and if I look right at it, it gives me just the crawls, dude. And it's actually more fun now than anything. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does.
So, you know what's interesting is I can completely differentiate video game versus life, and I don't give a damn about heights in video games.
Really? See, but like that's the thing too, though, right? Is that it's not like I'm super terrified of it. It's not like I can't look at it. Like I don't know. It gives me that gut feeling, and I will look at the megalodon charging at me and kind of like giggle and laugh because it's like, ugh, you know, like yeah. I don't know that it's ever freaked me out so bad, but like I don't know, for falling in heights, like Fallout. And Fallout 4 in the power armor, you know how they changed it so you could fall from any distance as long as you were in the power armor?
Yeah.
I loved going way up higher, like from the Prydwen, and jumping down, and when I looked straight down and I would jump on the TV, I would get that falling feeling in my stomach. Did you ever get that?
No.
No? Okay, that was really fun too. I would play with that. I would just kind of jump down and like, ugh, you know, for that like rush feeling.
No, I have nothing like that. Because, you know, it's like Assassin's Creed and stuff. It's like, you know, it's ironic. It's terrible fear of heights, but freaking hell, just...
That's fine. See, like, and I've never gotten that feeling for anything other than Fallout. Like, Assassin's Creed, it never, like, even crossed my mind.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by that at all. Like, I think I'm just really good at differentiating, you know, what is, like, a simulated thing and what is actually, like, you know, real.
No, that's good, right?
I do wonder, VR though. I wonder what VR might be like.
VR would be neat. I've actually, never tried anything.
When we get
like
to a
that.
point where VR is really, really good, I wonder what that would feel like. Can we just kill these peasants? Oh my god, we do just kill the peasant. That guy just cut that lady's head off. Took her gold.
Oh, you know, we are sacking the city.
Are we the bad guys?
No. Remember that one crime?
No, there's no global government. There's no such thing as a war crime.
Well, no, it's not a war crime if we do it. But no, I'm just joking. Yeah. What I always thought was interesting, thinking about the spinning thing, is I do not spin well in real life. Like even I was hanging out with Riley the one time. We took his kid to the park. And we were just kind of laughing, you know, like, just talking the whole time. He's got his kid on the swing, and there was one of those little, like, spin things you sit on, and, like, the other kid can grab it and, like, whip it. Yeah, and I tried that. I stood there. I was telling him that, like, I don't do well spinning. He was like, I don't either. And I sat there, and he gave it, like, 4 really good turns, and I started really spinning, and I was like, ugh, stop it. Like, I can't do that at all. But, like, in video games, I can crank my sensitivity to max and spin as long as I want. Doesn't even remotely bother me. But the reason I bring this up is because, like, with my mother, she spins very well in real life. That's where she always would bug me over it, but she can't watch me spin in a video game. It makes her sick.
Now that is a mental transference, I think, in regards to, like, frame rate. I bet you she would be fine if the game you were spinning in had a higher frame rate that was more like real life.
That's interesting. I'd have to try. I just remember every game. If there's any game, shooter doesn't matter. If I just start spinning, she's like, ugh, stop, but she won't look. And The first time that ever happened was when I was playing Spider-Man 2, and I can't remember which skyscraper it is, but it has like kind of like a weird like braided steel pillar at the very top of the structure, and like if you're crawling on it, you can go. I don't think it's the Empire State. Might be. I'm not too sure honestly, but yeah, I would go to that top part and I would crawl around it really fast. So that was the first time she was ever like, "Ugh, don't do that," sort of thing. But yeah.
I do wonder, though, if it's a frame rate thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'd almost like to try that.
Yeah. Because that's the big issue with VR I noticed, and what I've tried, is the lower frame rates can just be freaking nauseating as hell. Because your mind thinks in a certain way. Like, it thinks that when you move to the right, that it should move this way, but when you put a screen there, it really messes with you. Is Kevin afraid? Kevin is afraid of the ocean. Does that explain why he doesn't go kayaking?
Oh, that's funny. No, I'm good with that.
Well, kayaking is usually just a thing I go into. I haven't kayaked yet this year. I'm planning on kayaking soon. I like kayaking. I do actually quite enjoy it. Oh, Kevin's getting away with his lucky charms.
This gold chest, man? I wouldn't be here. I would run away with this.
Yeah, you're gonna pull a bad company?
Oh, for real? My war's done, dude.
Yeah. Kevin suffers from thalassophobia? Thalassophobia? Is that accurate? VR game called Plank, you walk on tightropes. Oh, piss off with that. A lot of clips of people diving into their TV. Lovely.
Oh, I've seen. Oh my god. Okay, just a cheesy little funny story. When the Wii first came out, right?
Oh, people throwing
Yeah, I did that. I didn't hit the TV, but I was sitting there thinking, like, whatever, you know, like, I was playing with my older cousin at the time, and it was even funny, because I think my parents mentioned that, oh, make sure you got the wristband on, and I was like, oh, whatever. And it was funny, because my TV was up, and it has one of those stands where, like, the open cupboard where you could put, like, your, like, old VCR or DVD back in the day.
Wow, that's
yeah, right? Well, when I was doing golf, sure enough, I did this big swing and I let it go and I threw it like a dart, and go figure, it went in between the two like cover areas. So like, thank God I didn't break anything. I thought that was hilarious.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
I always worry about that, but then again, I'm usually pretty like tame on holding stuff, so I don't use the wrist straps with like the Switch or whatever. But that is it was a common thing, right? To the point they had to have like freaking probably like legal notices and stuff. That's just crazy. The ocean kayaker is getting swallowed by a whale? I don't even want to think about that.
That's funny.
Well,
you don't have to worry about that. You know how lost a whale would be in the bow?
Yeah, it's just, you know what? I would never be kayaking somewhere where that could happen. Now that I think.
Can you imagine a whale in the bow? Like, it's stuck.
That's funny. Huh. Yeah, you're right. We've never had. We're so inland that we would have to deal with anything like that.
I still remember going out to Winnipeg, and they showed me, like, I think it's Manitoba or whatever, and I made the joke to my uncle that that's the first body of water I didn't think I could swim across. You know, yeah, like...
I loved it. I think it was Liam who showed the VR kayaking, and I was just like, just go kayaking. But no, he showed me the gameplay of it. It looks really nice and pristine, actually. You know, because it's a VR game and everything. I was like, that actually looks kind of majestic and stuff. But like, I don't know. Like it's funny to do like all these simulation games and all this other stuff, but it still doesn't replace like actually going and doing that kind of stuff. If that makes sense.
Well, that's where. I'm thinking I got a kick when you're talking about like lawnmower simulator. And I could totally see this like mother like mad at her kid of like, go mow the lawn, and dude or her or whatever being like, no way mom, and then they go on and play lawn mowing simulator or something, you know, like the irony of it.
That's funny. My favorite one is the truck drivers that go home and play Euro Truck Simulator. That gets me.
They hate their job, but they love that game. You know, like, I don't know. kind of a neat thing, but my old man used to bring it up to me as a kid, and I think he was kind of ahead of his time for like the thought process. But like, what if you could connect like workplaces to gaming?
They do.
Or something. Well, yeah, like,
well, like
that's where, yeah,
like a prereq you can use for like.
Well, see, well, what if you had a factory where, as you're playing the game, it's actually doing the robotics of it, you know, and then
that's terrifying, though. That's dystopian, Kevin.
Wouldn't that be neat, though? Like, just think about it. How many people play games for hours and hours? Like, I can be bored in an 8-hour shift at work, but I can spend 16 hours in a day. You know, literally wake up, play games, and stop to eat and use the washroom and that. Like, if you make the game fun, you might get people working 24/7, right? On these games they like. I think it's really
dystopian sounding. Like, did you watch Ready Player One?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, so they have, if you don't, like, you can take, like, loans and stuff, and if you don't pay your loans, you end up living in these cubicles, and that's, like, your job, is you're stuck in a cubicle having to work and do...
That's hilarious.
Work. Very dystopian. I picked up a fish! It's cheaper to go VR kayaking than real life kayaking. I know it is, but... it's just, like, I don't know, it's... really takes away from it, I think. Actually, I was kind of looking forward to that. Was the one gal I was seeing was like, yeah, I know how to do like the fish prep. You know what I mean? Where you like prepare fish, like you do the cutting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, you know, because obviously being the status I have, right, I could go and get like unlimited fish, and I think it would be fun to go and do fishing at some point, and then like catch fish, and then, you know, she could have prepared the fish. Like, that would have been fascinating. Because I like salmon, but the salmon has to be done in a certain way, otherwise I don't like it. I don't know how to describe that, but you know, it's really like, I don't want to say marinated, but you know what I mean? You kind of. With like sauces and stuff.
Yeah.
Regular salmon is kind of like, yeah, boring, but yeah, if you do the right like preparation for a salmon, it's like, oh my god. So I always wanted that prepared. She kind of teased it, and I never got that. Because I could never do that. I would feel way too sick dealing with that. That's another thing I can't do is dead animals.
Oh really?
Yeah, can't do it.
That's interesting. I was really young. Like, my family on both sides loves hunting. And I was really young when they were like, oh, okay, we shot a deer, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. It feels way too icky.
Really? You know, why not? Why not?
I get the squirm shakes. I'm just like, ugh. I mean, like, again,
Really?
I think if I had to do it, I could, but like...
Well, that's the right attitude, right? If you had to do it for whatever reason, you know, you should be able to do anything, but yeah.
Yeah, because I think, what was it, when the guinea pigs passed, I could not do that.
Oh, really?
No, I would just, like, the lifeless kind of, like, oh, God, no.
Aww.
Nope.
Nope. This is a really sad story. My sister had these birds, right? She had them for the longest time, and they're so old they were named Glenn and Maggie.
That's
or whatever. Yeah, but
to tie in with The Walking Dead?
Yeah, to tie. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
old.
when that was relevant, right? So yeah, they're like older birds. But the one or whatever, Maggie died a while ago, and then there was Glenn, and Zach had such a sad story of her boyfriend that you know, it was like poor Glenn was like shivering in the corner, and he was like, "You okay, little buddy?" And he picked him up, and he did like kind of like a seizure thing, and died in his hand, and it was like, "Oh my god, bro!" I know, and he was like tearing up, telling me this, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Oh, that sucks," you know, like, oh,
that's dark.
Sorry, hopefully that's not too dark, but that just reminded me, like, that, yeah, that's kind of, that's pushing it, you know, like,
jeez, traumatizing.
Poor bird, yeah.
The Megalodon in the Hudson Bay, I doubt it's that exciting. It was fine, the whale spit them out, no harm, no foul, yeah. It gets swallowed by a whale as a kayaker, and then it's like, the whale's just like, I don't want to eat this. Also having a place to go kayaking. Oh, you don't have anywhere nearby that you can kayak. That's fair, I guess. Location, location, location. We're very fortunate living in the third most livable city in the world. We have a lot of nature spots we can go to.
Who voted that one? Wait, like, what was that vote done for third most livable?
I don't know. I can't remember. Is it Bloomberg or
No,
something?
okay.
I don't know. It's a very reputable thing. They do this all the time, but it has to do with like the quality of living and like the types of like art and culture that are available to you. It's you have to read about it.
Okay, we gotta get this.
We do have it, Kevin. We are the third. We won.
Oh, we did win. No, I was just thinking to eliminate the soldiers. It's so
Oh, we
crazy
didn't even do this.
that.
How did we lose that?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. That should have been an easy one. But you know what else is easy, Kevin?
Liking the stream.
Liking the stream.
The
What?
stream.
Subscribing, streaming to Nation School. Consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, patron option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. Too much fun? Yeah. Too much fun. So I'm thinking a death match and then one more regular match and we'll call it a day.
I'm for it.
Would
Gotta
Kevin
get
be
hyped up
fit
for that
to
at
live
Sea Thieves.
the island life?
I've never considered myself an island boy, even though I would do my best. Oh yeah. Not even a
Island
chuckle.
times.
Okay, I got a chuckle out of my girlfriend in the back. Okay, that's.
You gotta
Yeah.
What does the mallard want?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I would be too well in the island. Maybe I'm all about the ocean. I've never been, so.
It's pretty boring.
Like,
Dude, I want to do what that guy's doing.
yeah.
Do you think there's like a YouTube video I can watch so I can live vicariously through the guy that's like giving the pump-up speech? He looks so into it.
Yeah.
And don't forget, guys, tomorrow, Sea of Thieves. It's gonna be a hell of a time.
Enemy team.
I hope that it goes well. But just keep in mind, people, I've been very clear about this over time. Sea of Thieves is my mess around game. Do not expect
Don't
intense
expect
action.
the greatest plays ever. Yeah.
I'm literally just gonna get
360
drunk and
jump off
vomit
the
over
mast
everyone.
for a keg. Or sorry, no, it's just, yeah.
Oh my god,
Those-
you know what, Kevin?
What?
You're probably gonna have to take point.
Sure, I guess. Or I've been playing a lot of it. That depends. I don't know how like well Joelle is in the game. Maybe she's like the greatest pirate ever. You know, like.
I think she has fun with it, but I think she also screws around like I do.
Oh really? Okay.
So I'm thinking you're probably gonna have to literally, you know, do the wheel and everything.
Oh, why not?
I think that's what's gonna happen. Cause I shoot myself out of the cannons and stuff nonsensically. Like I am detrimental to the team in Sea of Thieves. Yeah. It's a very different kind of gameplay for me, guys. And does anyone know if the update's going to be out for the game then, or I feel like we should have tied this in right with the update, but that doesn't really matter because it's just like what captain stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. Excuse to play it again, no?
No, it's just like
Yeah.
I just usually you like to tie in the streams and
You
stuff
like-
with
Yeah.
updates. Oh, jeez. Guy hammered my ass. Not in a good way.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'll have what he's having. All right.
Speech guy is the main character. He is the protagonist. Did you watch Tenet?
Tenet? I don't believe I have.
That was the Christopher Nolan saves cinema during COVID movie. And
Oh,
he's,
really?
like,
Okay.
the main character in that movie calls himself the protagonist. Like everybody calls him the protagonist. It's just ridiculously stupid.
I plan.
Like the concept for the movie is interesting, but man, is that one convoluted ass thing. Used to live on Sea of Thieves. Ooh, lock him in the brig. I don't think we'll be doing any brig locking. I think we'll be too casual. What are we gonna do? Like a schooner? We're gonna do a schooner, right?
I think brig, 3 of us.
The brig. Okay, sorry. The schooner is the small one.
No,
right?
no. Yeah.
Okay, so no, we'll do that one. Because I'm like, we can't do the galley.
Well, that's right. When you brought it up, what are we doing? Because like, I'm always bugging my friends. Like, we'll go and hit up a fort or something because they want to make money, and like, I got $1 million plus. Like, I don't care about making $1 in that game. But whenever I see a ship, it's like, oh, let's go sink, and they always make the joke of like, oh, we got Captain Bloodthirsty over here and stuff like that. But I was thinking that like, yeah, I don't know on stream if you just want to go hunting ships the whole time, or if we're gonna do voyages or whatnot, yeah.
I think it's gonna be like I don't really have any sort of direction I want to do, but maybe just like a mix of like little activities. Maybe just let Joel kind of like
take the reins
and like take
sure,
the reins, I guess. Because I want to be clear, I have no goals.
Yeah.
For Sea of Thieves, like there's nothing I need to do. Nothing. We were gonna do a stream around the Pirates of the Caribbean, but that was like what year or two ago or something. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I have no goals, no direction, no need to do anything in that game. So it's like whatever. I'm just gonna be a pirate. And
I judge a lot of my time off of like sports seasons. That's why I'm just gonna bring this up. But I remember, like we were talking about doing Sea of Thieves before this last NHL season started. Like.
Well, it was supposed to, it was supposed to be the big tie-in with the Pirates of the Caribbean. We
yeah.
Do like a 4-player thing, and now we're down to 3 players. But yeah, the brig at the bottom of the ship. The brig, isn't that the jail? There would be small downloads afterwards.
That's called the brig, right? Throw them in the brig?
Yeah, it's the jail.
It's the jail, but like the ship type, it's a brigand. Or a brigate? Brigate, yeah, that's it. Brigand. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I know my ship's from Civilization 2.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think of that old Pirates of the Caribbean game. I was talking about. Yeah, one day I'll find a copy and get to play.
I love the screaming. Ow! He actually got me with that arrow. Hell of a shot, man. Dr. Phil's hairline. That was the guy's name. It's the jail cell. Yeah, we're on the same page, Filet. That's
Yeah.
Have they added content to like what, Sea of Thieves or this game? This game gets a ton of content. So does Sea of Thieves. They've added a lot too.
Yeah. Actually, huge stuff. I thought that was funny last night when you were just hanging out with us and we were playing, talking about movies and all that. But I was thinking how cool it would be to, shoot at a fort and attack it, because there's really nothing like that in the game. And then go figure, ghosts, whatever. I know that's the theme of like supernatural stuff, but we ended up shooting at a fort, blowing it up. It was like, oh wow, everything. Yeah,
you can bombard those things.
Yeah.
That pirate, somebody was laughing at you. Always mentioned the Pirates game. It's gonna be neat though. It's definitely gonna be a little bit of a different stream. And like I said again, guys, it's gonna be a lot earlier than we normally stream. Dun, dun, dun. I still want to get a setup where we get Joel to come do the Skyrim stream.
Yeah, I remember you saying you wanted to do that with her.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that with the Skima. She's just very busy though. It's hard, in the modern era, I find, to get people to like take time to do stuff like to have, because you basically gotta set aside a day for it, right?
No, you do.
That's hard. To do.
Yeah. COVID, I think, got everyone really comfortable with being inside. I still think my favorite is when I ask someone like, hey, you want to go out and do something? And they're like, oh, well, I think I'm good. And then they'll like play Netflix or something, or they'll they won't want to go out, and then they'll like, oh, hey, let's play video games all day. I can still get my buddies to go out, but it's very,
I kept trying to set up fires. Fires are so hard to set up with people.
See, and I love those. They're so nice or whatever. You get a big group of people together and just kind of hang out. I actually haven't had a fire in forever, but yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a great setup for fires. Got these beautiful Costco chairs. seriously high quality Costco chairs. But it's like, you know, people would always cancel, or somebody would be like, oh, I don't like this person, and then they wouldn't show up, and then you'd have none of the two people, and oh my god, it was the worst. Freaking embarrassing almost, having a couple people show up and just be like, well, nobody else wanted to go.
Only 5 masons remain.
The fire againzas. That's depression. That's why I hate hosting events. I hate it. People don't show up. Or they always have issues. Ugh. Other people...
Oh, that drives me nuts, dude. Sorry, I'm just like thinking back to like parties and stuff like that where everyone's having a good time, and then there's that one guy like, I don't know, just bringing everyone down. It's like, go home. Yeah.
Go home.
Go home, for real, man. Like, come on. We're all having a good time here.
Okay. Since when was Sea of Thieves 72 gigs? Is it 72 gigs? How big is Sea of Thieves?
Okay. When I went to download it, it was like 72, 78, whatever it was just said gigs. But when I go look it up, it's 26.9 downloaded.
It's
but
probably the download is big, and then it shrinks, right?
I think that's it, because yeah, like even my I had that download, and then I got another buddy to download it, and that's when he brought up like, wow, this is like 70 gigs, and it was like, yeah, but like, don't worry, once it's downloaded, yada yada.
No,
yeah.
mine's 72 gigs on my hard drive.
It's 72 on your hard drive. See,
yeah.
Well then what is that about?
That's crazy. At least it doesn't need the next gen storage.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Poor guy strung out on that cross.
Yeah, I see that. He's on the cross there. It's funny. Did we get the forest again?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we didn't get Gallon Cord or any of that other one.
Skooma what? But did you not see the Skooma review, Liam? You can't tell me you missed out on the Skooma review, because that was like a 6-month process to do that. Like, I talked about that a lot over a very long period of time. Like, that was a hell of an effort. That was like moving mountains. I had to bring that over from England. I'm the only person in Canada that's ever had access to it. It's a huge thing. Oh, damn it. You never.
This game's got it backwards for me. Sorry.
What?
This game's got it backwards. I feel like when I knock someone down, it says I got the kill, and then when they're down and I finish them, that's the takedown. To me, to knock them down should be the takedown, and then to finish them should be the kill.
I think it's like the Gears thing, where it's like assist counts as kill.
Really? Okay.
That's so somebody does just like run up and stab your down guy and take all your credit for it.
I guess.
Yeah. At least that's how I understand it.
No, yeah. Makes sense.
Little piss boy.
There's
his handle there. That's funny. I've fallen and I can't get. I'm back up. Are we attacking or we're pushing? Okay. Oh, you did see that one. There we go. Yeah, and the scuba alcohol and stuff. That was a fun video to do. It was nice that we got that all set up and going. And Joel got the cat
game into play.
Jingle, jingle. Bring that up during the Sea of Thieves stream. Be like, I want to hear the jingle.
The jingle? Okay, sure.
Yeah. Cat ears. If we ever get the Skyrim Call to Arms video review done, she's supposed to bring back the cat ears. I haven't got my $12 out of those things yet. Yeah, nothing like buying some random lady a pair of cat ears.
Wasn't I a part of a stream you did with Joel one time, or no?
We did,
Or am I just thinking the Among Us one with Chantal? Right? Yeah.
You did one. Zombies.
I want to say
Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
Zombies,
but you bowed out early, remember?
Yes. I remember, yeah, because I didn't have all the expansions. I remember that.
I had to really think there, because you know, guys, we've been streaming for a couple of years now, like almost every day, so it's like
Hard.
Really hard to think about it. Yeah, so you did one with Jaws. You really got to do Among Us again sometime. It was fun.
Yeah, that game's hilarious.
I'll try to schedule it.
You know, those ones came out like obviously way before they were available on Xbox. And I remember kind of seeing like memes and stuff like that of them, and you know, like being jaded, old me, like thinking, oh, this kind of looks dumb. But then after playing both that one and Fall Guys, I get it. I get why those were so big. You know, like they were honestly good times.
It feels like we entirely missed those games almost.
Yeah, the hype of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Because I will say, you know, one time Xbox did capitalize and make a really good job was with PUBG.
I cannot.
Yeah.
That was a good get for the Xbox One. Because, you know, they had that before PlayStation by, like, what, 2 years or something?
Oh, see, I didn't know we got that one first. That's interesting.
Yeah, because PlayStation doesn't have a preview program and Xbox does.
Okay.
So Xbox snagged PUBG. Same with DayZ, right? We had DayZ 2 years or a year or two before.
See, I didn't know that one either.
That was a big get.
So everything that was that's a game preview we get first, sort of thing.
Yeah, because PlayStation doesn't have a preview program.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And Game Pass is going to help get those things on there too. The Skyrim booze. Well, I'd like to say that you know, Skooma is deeper than just Skyrim drink experience. You know, that has roots in the culture of Tabriel.
Yeah. Oh, Khajiit culture. No, you know.
Khajiit culture.
Let's just say the Imperial Legion won't bust you for having booze, but they'll bust you for scuba.
They'll bust you for scuba, yeah.
That would be so neat to do, like the cop show spin-off or something, and they're like kicking in like a scuba den, and like Khajiit has nothing, you know, and another one's jumping through the window, sort of thing.
This is the one. You can see the one guard's trying to chase down the one Khajiit, and he's like, "Sorry, I've got a bad knee."
And, yeah, I got that. Right? Something like that. Like,
that would be funny. I still love the idea of my, like, for when Xbox buys, like, COD, or buys Activision Blizzard, I want to do the live-action trailer for, like, shooters through the eras.
okay.
You know, like, it's like the shooter, no matter what generation you're from, and it starts with like a kid putting in a floppy disk and playing Doom, and then going to Quake, you know, on an actual disc or CD, and then somebody putting in Halo Combat Evolved on the original Xbox, and then Call of Duty for the 360, and then on Xbox One, Overwatch. I just think that would be really cool to see, like, you know, shooters through the ages kind of thing, because they own them all basically.
Honestly, it almost sounds more like a good commercial idea.
That's what I was saying, like a commercial.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
Yeah, shooters through the ages. It's
Heck,
like,
you could have like someone our age group or something, you know, like doing all that, and then, you know, maybe show like his kid or something putting in.
That's what I kind of didn't portray well or convey well to you. Was the idea was the floppy disk was the young kid. You see him grow up to, like, you know, a little bit older, putting in the CD, and then you know, he puts it in the Xbox, and then his kid, you know, plays COD on the 360, and then that's kind of what I was.
I like it. Sorry, nailed it. I love your idea. Basically, what I'm getting at.
That's great. It's like the shooter for every, you know. You could do that for RPGs too, right? You could do, you know, freaking hell, you can go back to, like, you could do that with just, not even just a genre of games, but just in general. You could have, like, you know, the old Doom, then StarCraft, then Warcraft, and then you could have, like, doing it really quick with all these different people growing and stuff. You know, and then Skyrim, and then you've got, it'd be a really cool trailer. A little commercial thing, right? But I love the idea for that for shooters, though. Just because they have them all, right? They have all the big shooters after that purchase is done.
Well, that would be neat. I did get feeling a little nostalgic though when you bring it like StarCraft and that, because that was honestly, I think, my first gaming experience ever.
Oh, you could throw Diablo as well.
Diablo was, see, it's in the line of that. It's actually really funny that like I really don't play PC now, because like my first experiences with gaming was PC, and most of them were Blizzard. With like Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo. Yeah,
I think that's a lot of people that play games now that have been playing over that period of time started with those games. I'll have a good one there, Filet. Modded Skyrim to the point where you can pick up kids and throw them. That's funny. That's the best part of those games is the insanity of the modding. Absolute insanity. It's crazy what IP they're going to own though, right? Like one of my favorite Xbox trailers is the one from when they bought Bethesda, and it's the "We're a Family Now" trailer, and it's just like it starts with the Gears, Gears 5, and it's like Barrett's looking at the screen, he's like, oh, they're coming in through the gates or whatever, and it shows the video screen of like the different Bethesda like properties, and it's like Khajiit has wares. Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that.
Have you ever seen that trailer?
No, I have not. That's actually really neat.
I would find that for you too. And it's
gonna brag about it to everyone again, but remember when we discussed Call of Duty? Like how neat it would be to have like Captain Price sitting at the table, with like Master Chief and like Marcus and all that, yeah.
Like PlayStation used to do, where they had all the different IP in like one room all hanging together and stuff, and yeah, you could do that. You could do a live action one, and it's like Marcus Phoenix sitting at the table with Master Chief, and like, oh, that'd be so damn cool. The Quake dude and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah.
God, that'd be awesome. But I love that trailer. It's just like, we're one big family now, and it's just like all the different Bethesda properties. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. You know what? I'm surprised there's not more people that are like still talking how crazy it is that Xbox owns Bethesda. Because I remember getting texted and talking with like Mitchell and stuff when that happened. I was like, that's the generation. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, they own Bethesda, man. Like,
oh, that is huge.
How do you compete with that?
We haven't necessarily seen the results of it.
No, I always say that. 2 years on, we've got nothing from it, but like, they own Skyrim.
Yeah.
They own Quake, they own Doom. And you know what? The funny thing is, that's not even a big deal anymore now that they're buying, Activision Blizzard, right? Like, they're gonna own StarCraft and Worldcraft. Worldcraft. They're not gonna own Worldcraft. That's my big game.
They're
gonna own Warcraft. They're gonna own Diablo and Overwatch and COD and like damn. You know what I mean? Like go back. I don't know if you ever had those like big discussions at like the lunchroom tables in like school where everyone's like, "Oh, this franchise or our console's better" or something. It's like the conversation would be over if you were like, "Oh, we own Call of Duty." Like back in like the Modern Warfare days, it would just be like a non-conversation almost.
Yeah.
The banned Xbox ad where the newborn shot through the game. That one's weird. That's a weird trailer. Yeah, that's very strange. I was watching. Sorry, what, Kevin?
Which one's this?
Yeah, there's like a new. It's for the original Xbox, and it's like a newborn getting born. It goes through like a game or something. It's a really weird trailer. Very bizarre. But I was watching Digital Foundry today. They did like because I had time or whatever. They did like a historical thing on like the PS3, and they were like putting in the weird PS3. Like the PlayStation 3 had like the weirdest commercials. Like nothing to do with the console. It was just. And they had some of those in the video. I was like, what the hell are these things? But game advertisement. But remember, Nintendo used to do really sexualized advertisements.
Really? Nintendo?
You don't remember those?
No.
I've got some Game Boy
really?
Advertisements to send you on Discord. Actually, I kind of want your reaction to this. Let me see if I can pop these up for you.
I'm just imagining like Mario comes out on like a car wash, and, like pours the bucket of water over himself or something.
No, it's just like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna start sending these over to you on the Discord, and it's just like, yeah, they were really like sexualized adverts.
I'm thinking out of all the like gaming platforms, I would never guess Nintendo. You know what I mean? Because I always thought that's the most like child-oriented out of them all.
Huh. Let's see if I can find any more. Oh, there's one where it's like keep it in your pants and stuff.
What's that?
Oh, I sent them to you. I think there's more, but yeah. Those should get you there. The Sony one with the girl with the alien. Yeah, that's what I said. There's like one with like a dog that they put in into like a thing, and it became a big poodle, and it was like, what the hell commercial is that? But I just want Kevin's reaction to these.
Okay, wait, is this actually real?
Yeah, those are real ads. Yeah.
No. Okay, the top one's my favorite. What is that about? What?
The Game Boy
Don't
is
say anything,
seriously
Becky.
distracting.
I'm on stream, but that's a Game Boy ad. Their face. What is that, dude? No way. Okay.
90s, dude, or in early 2000s. Very different time.
Doesn't even. It's...
That was the sex sells era. Because again, guys, it's the new Game Boy Pocket. Seriously distracting. Is that? I think that's what it says. Yeah, and it's like a girl on a bed, and then the other one's like, you know, naked lady beside this dude. And what does it say? The second best thing to do in the dark or whatever. I think that one's real. I know the top one 100%, and then the keep it in your pants Nintendo one. But I swear there was more. I just did a quick 2-second Google search, but yeah.
Well, that's already crazy enough, cause like.
It's Nintendo, right?
The one looks like a perfume ad with Nintendo. The keep it in your pants, that one's like really odd, but that top one, that is like, wow, huh?
Yeah, dude.
That one's weird. Like,
It was a different time.
Was it ever a different time? Like,
yeah, because you know, before the Xbox versus PlayStation era, there was the Nintendo versus Sega era.
Nintendo versus Sega? Well, that's just so weird to me, because, like, what the heck did they think their player base was? You know, like, only males, like, between 20 to, like, 50 or something? Like, you know? Like,
yes. 18 to
so
35 or whatever was the demographic for all of, like, for gaming. And that still today. Believe it or not, guys, the demographic for gaming is 18 to 35 is that sweet spot. Yeah. Male 18 to 25. And I know that sounds bad, but that's the hot demographic you want.
Stats are stats.
Yeah, stats are stats.
That top one, though, dude, that's hilarious. I'm gonna talk to you more about that one after stream.
I love enlightening you about like the history of games. Okay, so on Netflix,
that was weird though. Sorry.
There's a documentary that talks about the Nintendo and Sega battles. I think that's the Netflix one. It's like Power On. You might find that one interesting. Oh my God, that one guy went flying. You might find that documentary fascinating if you want to know more about the Nintendo versus Sega era, because that was ruthless. I've shown you the PlayStation killing Sega video, right?
Yes, you showed me that one. Yeah,
that was, I think, the most savage moment in gaming history. Because if you guys don't know it and you're watching the stream, essentially they show the Sega Saturn in the morning at E3. And it's, I think it was $400 or $500. And then PlayStation was pissed off because somebody, I think it was Nintendo, went away with it. Anyways, so they came up with, no, it was that's different. That was the PS1 thing. But they came up with the PS2, or was it the PS1? It might have been the PS1. And they're like $2.99, and they dropped the mic and just left. And it was
just dropped them. Yeah.
It was the most savage thing I've ever seen in this industry. Because PlayStation, they go for like the jugular. I know they come across as a little bit more friendly nowadays, but like they, like, you know, when they did the Xbox One, where they did, here's how you share your games with your friends on PS4 and stuff. They go for the jugular. They are a business company. And
you know what? Oh, sorry. Go. No.
It was just that the Saturn one is literally one of the most savage business moves I've ever seen.
That's okay. It was just throwing out. That's really interesting. That like the idea that like PlayStation would be maybe considered the friendlier one, because I don't know. This is just my personal experience as a like general Xbox player, but
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but like I always thought that, you know, PlayStation was very non-friendly or whatever, because obviously we had Halo and that, but I always knew of like games I had that obviously PlayStation guys could have, and I just, all I remember was like exclusives, and maybe I'm just still salty about Spider-Man, basically what I'm getting at. But yeah, like there are certain games where like, yeah, I really wanted, but PlayStation you can't get. You know, obviously that goes for both consoles. I don't know.
I mean, they did take they did take Spider-Man from us.
Exactly.
And apparently Marvel had to pay a handsome sum to terminate the Activision deal early.
Huh.
Which sucks. If we waited just a little bit longer, I could have had a few more remasters of 360 Spider-Man titles. Edge of Time, Web of Shadows, no! Shattered Dimensions!
It is interesting how marketable Spider-Man is, because even just when we were talking about Ultimate Alliance, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but Spider-Man is the front superhero.
Dude,
out of them all,
I mean,
you know,
like I've told you, Spider-Man is worth more than like the, well, not anymore. It was within all of the Marvel universe put together in profits. Not anymore though, guys. Marvel's slightly higher, but Spider-Man is still its own category.
Well, it makes sense, right? Like even before MCU was a huge thing, you know, like you could even see in like the 90s and that, like you kids had their Spider-Man backpacks, or so, you know, yeah, like.
Yeah, but the fact that one character is that far
worth
ahead
all
of
them, yeah.
everything else is just insanity. Like absolute insanity that Spider-Man is worth that crazy. Because, you know, DC doesn't even have that. You know, like I don't think Batman's like, I don't know, it's just nuts. And I'm actually really worried about Warner Brothers, because, you know, they got divested into Discovery. Now it's Discovery Warner, so Discovery owns them. And Discovery is like gutting Warner Brothers right now.
Huh.
Like I don't know if people are like following that, but if you follow the different departments of like Warner, and, like HBO and stuff, they are being gutted, and it's terrifying. Yeah, because there's nothing like the 100-year legacy of a film studio getting destroyed by freaking the Naked and Afraid station. That's Do I still get screen tearing? No, I haven't seen any screen tearing in this game in a long time. They got rid of the fairy lights. I remember that. Do you remember the fairy lights?
Yeah. Well, I never saw them, but I remember you talking about them.
Yeah. No, I haven't had that. No, they've got this all cleaned up. At least from what I've noticed, I haven't seen any screen tearing or anything like that.
That's how you kill the Duke. All right.
Did you kill the Duke?
No, I didn't. I watched it happen.
That's how you kill the Duke. We won, and I won too because the stream didn't frickin' disconnect. Anyways, that's it, guys.